Hello, welcome to Thousand Year Door. Saba, are you ready for pirate?
I'm ready for pirate.
Get pog. Hopefully someone shows up. All right. So if I remember correctly,
I'm pirate.
and 8. Oh shit! Adrian suggested.
Yo, when did we get the witch?
Saba.
Zach, I literally wasn't here.
I guess so. No, you were here yesterday. You were here for an hour, and we used her.
Did you get her via Twilight Town?
Yes, she was the follower that we got in Twilight Town.
Okay, because I saw you got Mousy.
Yeah, so you saw Miss Mouse, who was an optional follower, but yeah, we got Vivian in Twilight Town. She was originally one of the 3 Sinister Sisters, if you remember them.
Yes, Fire and something.
Yeah. So now we have Vivian. She's pretty good. And then this chapter we got Bobbery.
Yeah, I remember Bobbery and us helping him cope.
Okay.
His wife.
So we got all this. I should be all healed. I will take this opportunity to save real quick. That was the last thing I remember from yesterday, was Adrian recommending that we go into this fight with Bobbery on our team.
Fantastic. Is this a ghost ship or pirate ship?
Both.
Doing all my warning! Come inside the doors of darkness! Woo!
Oh!
That's a lot of treasure! There's a star! That's a giant skull.
Enough! I grow tired of this spooky business. I am a pirate, blasted. Pirates do not moan. Oh my god, his jaws held together by like a ring. You see that?
Wow.
I am a cold-blooded villain who robs innocents of life and loot, not a crying ghost.
Like, okay, was he a skull forever? Because, like, if he used to be, like, a person, that's, like, a giant person.
Big guy. Big guy for a small room.
Yeah.
Hello, Raheem. Welcome to stream.
Bone polisher? Hello, Raheem.
So long story short, Spider.
Spider.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this guy.
Whoa, dude. How does he fit in this room?
I'm having some difficulty mentally mapping. So this is the bone pile. Interesting.
We just gotta, like, I don't know, blow it up a lot.
I think that we might just, so I'm wondering, because it looks like he's just a big collection of bones, obviously, right? So I'm wondering if we smash his bone pile enough, if he'll just fall apart, and then we'll be able to hit the head. You know?
I mean, let's go test it.
I mean, that being said, I didn't even try to hit the head. Maybe I can just hit the head. Oh yeah, look at that. I can just hit the head.
Cortez.
I will do this though, because I think it would be a good idea to have Bobbery do as much damage as possible.
Bobbery? You got him in the ankle.
A little bit of delay there.
Like ankles in the ankles.
Bomb Squad could be good. I have so much. What the hell? Oh, it doesn't matter, right? Because it's one of these. All right. Next turn, those should do some good work.
Wow, he just...
Wow! Good job, idiot, dealing 1 damage.
Smash it. Ooh, 4.
Raheem just stopped by to ask when Saba's back. When will Saba be back?
I am hoping to be back on the 6th of February. Yeah.
Oof.
That's when I hope to be back. Which is still some time away, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Well, that was a lot of damage. Oh, and he did fall apart. Maybe not. Wait.
It's okay, Raheem. You're
Whoa! What the hell is even that?
Yo, if my body did that, I think I would just be like, nah, I'm peacing out, man.
All right, so I think we just got. Okay, so I think what just happened is we got him to phase 2, and I think we should still keep hitting the bone pile.
Imagine if your ribs just went like that, and we're like. Don't worry, Raheem. I'm only staying for like an hour because it's 12 here.
Oh.
Right, I'm closer to you, Raheem. Okay, it's late for both of us. Don't you know it? Oh my gosh! Look,
They have little mustaches. Oh, his attack power just went up. That seems bad. Let's take this opportunity to, I don't know, like Earth Tremor maybe, right?
So what does Art Attack do?
I was told that Art Attack is a move that deals a lot of damage, and you can choose to either hit all enemies for a medium amount or one enemy for a lot.
Is it like a heart attack but without the HE?
I'm gonna kill you.
What is it?
I kind of want to do this. Got a lot of whack-a-bumps and stuff, so let's do normal hammer.
Let's see, if I come back, I was thinking of like, so I feel like Stardew's gonna take like a long, because it technically never ends, right?
Yes, obviously. I mean, there is like an end to new content, but it's a farming sim, so yes, it doesn't really ever end.
So I'm thinking of like potentially maybe getting like the biggest story bumps out of the way.
Bumps.
And like I can either hello, wait, green. I can either like, because I want to still do like a second playthrough now that like I'm aware of how stuff works. But I'm wondering whether or not, Zach, I think it's worth streaming that.
And that's your prerogative, man.
Well, it's like, tell me, do you think if there's a value into having like, oh, my playlist like reaches like 50 episodes of like Stardew? Like, do you think that someone would be like overwhelmed by that much? Like, is that like too much? Is that like overkill?
I'm not entirely confident that anyone's going to be watching these VODs, period. So if that's your prerogative, then you do you.
Because it's like, it's somewhat of an archive for me, which of course I'm like, okay, that's perfectly acceptable. On the other hand, like, that's what I'm saying, like, is it worth having like 50 to 100, like 100, I don't think it'll get to 100. 50 episodes of this, and I'm like, okay, was it worth it versus like me just playing it on my own time and like having a good time? But I don't know. I'll have to see what I think I want to do.
I mean, that's the whole idea, yeah, is that it's like anybody could get value out of what you're doing. It's entirely whether or not you want to put it out there.
Pierogi, Saba.
Pierogi. I got no sleep last night. My older brother said he'd be up late talking with his friend in America because it was his birthday. Oh my god, and I woke up at 6 a.m. to hear kids vape now? Oh god. There's a lot of stuff that kids do in America these days that's less than desirable, I would say.
That's scary.
He just ate 50% of my audience.
He ate 50% of the audience's souls.
What the hell? Okay. I'm gonna soft stomp. Right? That makes sense.
I got it.
Do you have the timing?
Okay, so you can't make him soft. Got it. Good to know.
Well, he's hard as bone, so, you know.
Yeah, it's got milk.
I get it. He's got all that cow.
This is gonna be a lot of damage, or at least it should be.
Oof. Did you charge Bobbly first, or?
No.
Oh.
Oh, swords are back.
That's a hook.
I mean, he healed for 48. Do I really have to deal 48 damage to him? That seems...
I don't know what his cap is. Like, if his cap is 30, then regardless... I think you can
but
only deal...
I guess you're right, though. Oh, maybe 48 is actually just the number of people that he ate.
That is true. He did eat 48 people.
Saba might be right. Maybe he does only have, like, 30.
Maybe it's different than talking kids in year 7, 11 to 12 years old. How have access to... No, yeah, I mean, like, once again, Raheem, I said, like, I'm not surprised. Unless you're talking about...
Oh,
you see
God,
kids in the UK
double.
being in year 7. Which location is the year 7 kids? That's all I need to know.
What?
Oh, what the hell?
I'm Raheem in Zach's chat.
I know what he's saying in Zach's chat. What are you saying? What location they are? You asking what position in the world? Are you asking about their? Are you asking about their American education system grade equivalent?
No, I'm asking when he says in year 7, those kids. Is he talking about people in the UK or like in America? He's hearing.
Who's those kids?
The kids that he's saying are vaping.
Who's saying year 7 kids are vaping?
Guy in my chat.
Oh.
Which is the guy in the chat. Okay, you're talking about the UK. So...
Uck, if you will.
So, why... So, if you guys have, like, kids, like, that young vaping, like... Why would your brother be surprised by American kids doing that? That's my question. What? So we're just gonna leave him alone. He's fine now.
I mean, he did just kill 48 people that we witnessed, so I feel like we can't kill him because he's not alive, but we probably should put him in like a bottle or something.
What, do you have that capacity somehow, Zach? Are you sure you're traveling with the priest
Someone
now?
get in that bone grinder. We'll just dust him.
Can you recur to know to exercise a dead captain spirit?
I'm just saying,
giant captain
crazier
spirit?
things have already happened so far in this game.
Luigi and his Bible are not here right now.
Luigi and his Bible. Oh, that reminds me, I bought Luigi's book and I didn't do anything with it.
You ever read it?
No, forgot. I was so focused on getting the W badge.
There's always
Oh, where you instantly win the entire game?
I can't believe this. I can't believe this came before the train.
By the way, notice how you're not instantly switching to Peach or Bowser right now.
True. The chapter did just end.
You should
You know
heal.
what? You know what might have confused me? Who? Let me. Oh, I can't go. Wait, I can't go back up. Hold on.
I should heal.
You should get that heal box if you can still access it.
Oh, I can't actually go back. Actually, maybe I can go into mod view and go back and look. At the chat.
Fuck.
Guess who's back? Back again. Okay, you woke up at 6 a.m. Who said,
Woke?
who's the one who said kids vape now? Because I think maybe, was it your brother who said that? My god, look at all these dudes! Okay, your oldest brother said that. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna take it as it is then. I will say I understand everything you said, and yeah. Things that are trendy nowadays are, yeah. Not pretty good. They're not good.
Pretty not so good.
No, don't worry, maybe it's just me. Maybe I just don't get. I don't get things anymore.
Did you ever get things?
I do.
Isn't that
maybe
like
just
50,
not the way you're
is that
thinking.
not like 50% of our conversations that we have on stream? Is Saba says something completely irreverent to the situation, and we all go, "What are you talking about?" And then Saba goes,
So like Scooby?
"Yes."
I am the Scooby-Doo. Except I just don't eat giant sandwiches.
You say you don't eat giant sandwiches.
You can't prove I eat giant sandwiches.
Saba couldn't fit a giant sandwich in her diminutive body.
Exactly, I'm very tiny. Did you forget?
You seem to misunderstand the true extent of how much Saba is a living, breathing cartoon. Saba takes a stack of ham slices and then a stack of cheese slices and Pharaoh shuffles them together in
Saba
between two pieces of bread
the
and then takes that whole thing and eats it all at once.
Saba,
That is very...
I think Saba takes the moon and she takes the sun.
She takes
I take
everything
everything.
that seems like fun.
That's a high percentage, Raheem. But I don't know, maybe. Yo, look at this
Adrian,
guy.
do you need to blow your
Boom.
nose?
I didn't mute. I usually mute. I just woke up and I panicked, realizing I was about to miss stream. So.
Oh, I'm about to say you can't. You arrived like halfway through the boss fight, yeah?
I did, because I was like, I'm sure it's like 3 o'clock. I'm sure if I close my eyes in my bed, I'll get up in time for stream, and then I didn't.
Well, you know, I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, what would happen if, you know, Zach was just here by himself when I leave? In like less than an hour, or I guess maybe an hour and a half, depending on how awake I am.
Probably similar to this, and then I just mute you.
Of course, because technically I'm not real, I'm just a voice in card. Yeah, so technically, if I'm in his brain, he could potentially like hit himself, punch himself, and then like mute me. But I don't know. That'd be doing more damage to him than me. Okay, what am I looking at? Something's exploding.
You remember how?
Oh my god! Look at
You
this
remember
ship.
how there were multiple times, Saba, where it's like you would come to me and be like, I kind of like Sunday streams more because we focus a lot more on the games. And then you go and you come here today on the day of today's stream.
On the day of my daughter's
His
wedding.
wedding. Nice, Adrian. Yes.
On the day of my daughter's summer luncheon.
On the day of my unforgettable luncheon.
Yeah.
I'm not evil.
My nose is full of mucus.
Don't blow it.
Bro, I feel that. That's what happens when I wake up in the morning.
Saba's cartoonifying.
Don't forget, I'm in Zach's brain.
Saba, do you have too much sugar today or something?
No, definitely not. I am tired. You know when someone is lacking oxygen to the brain? Maybe that's how I am.
Are you suffocating yourself? Is that what's happening?
I don't know, maybe. Maybe all the pressure's getting to me, Adrian. You know what I'm reminding myself of? The bat from Anastasia.
Why is this ship about to turn? Why would you fire port and starboard cannons? You're not facing us. Or you are facing us. What the hell?
Maybe this guy's not actually good at sailing.
Fair, that makes sense.
No, he's not actually a pirate, and I think their ship is flying.
It is not flying.
Maybe
No,
they're just
not
firing
this
off of the
ship,
ocean
the
just
place
to
where
scare
he
you.
comes from, like that giant thing with tech on it. I don't actually know if it's flying or not. I'm assuming.
Oh, you're talking about the base?
Yeah, his base.
Oh.
So I'm like, maybe he's only flown airborne ships and not aqua water ships.
Oh wait, we're going back to Cortez to be like, hey, we're under attack. Can you help?
Should be like, Cortez, this guy claims he's a better pirate than you. Get him.
He didn't say that. But
What
we're
if we make him
lying.
think that?
Exactly, Zach. Nice.
Yeah, it's called lying.
All these toads are gonna die. Shouldn't they get cover? Like, please.
They should definitely at least move out of the way, I think. Cortez is gonna be like, dude, what the hell?
Bro, I gave you the star. Why'd you come back?
Like, go away.
I'm trying to have a rest in peace here.
What is...
And who are you anyway? My name is Flavio. Oh,
My name is Flavor Flav.
my name is a Flavor Flav. What are you talking about, muchacho?
It cannot. This ship is magical
And it cannot move.
now?
The key to powering the
mystical
ship is the mystical skull gem. Oh no! Wait, no! You're about to, Flavio. You're about to give an immortal pirate god the ability to traverse the seas again. This is probably not a good idea. You.
He's not a god. He just thinks he is.
He's just misunderstood, Zach.
I hate you.
Oh, he's not so big, but we'll show him.
You strutting peacock. And very brave or very, very foolish to ask such a thing of me. I could turn you into a piñata right now and throw a party at the beach. Senor Peacock. Accept your bargain, amigo.
Cortez is Spanish? Who would have thunk? Wow.
Wow.
The last name
Night,
like
Raheem.
Cortez,
Alright, have a
you would
good
have thought
night,
that
Raheem.
he's American.
Burp.
I guess it just disappeared.
Oh, the name of the ship is the Black Skull. I thought he called the gem the Black Skull, and I'm like, it's a ruby. What do you mean?
Colors, please.
Or it's made of candy, according to Adrian. I guess I'm good.
Endless black mattress of fur. Nice. Black matter of fur. I can't. I'm just gonna stop. Have fun. Good sleep.
Good
Sleep be upon you.
I cast sleep upon thee.
Bro, I like that. Instead of good night, imagine if we just said sleep be upon you.
Imagine not kissing the homie goodnight.
Oh my god, it just ripped.
think we said
That's so
depressing.
stupid. Oh my god, look at how his sprites are being loaded right now. What the hell? What are those guys doing?
They're all
They're
on
on-
the sail.
They're on the rigging. They just don't have the technology to illustrate it in a way that doesn't look like this.
That's so silly. I'm gonna sink your ratty old ghost ship to the bottom of the ocean. Hear my voice, spirits. Take their ship and show them the meaning of fear.
Take their ship and shove it up their ass.
And shove it up their ass.
Yo, when did the toads get here?
Papa.
No, it's funny because he said spirits go ahead and do that. I'm like, toads, what? Are you dead? Like, what's happening?
He's talking to the ghosts, not the toads.
Oh, look, it's just a stack of guys.
Yeah, they're doing a cheerleading formation.
I guess they are.
They also have.
So I have no star power, which is probably not good.
Yeah. You'll have to use your normal moves.
That's a pretty good amount of damage.
Welcome.
Oh my
you
god,
swallow
Yoshi,
them?
are you gonna swallow?
too many.
Too many guys!
Uh-oh.
Holy shit.
They smacked you. They could smack you.
They smack you with a
Oh,
rock.
that was pretty good.
Oh,
that was
and they have an
pretty
item.
good.
They do have an item. If only I had a partner that could get rid of that somehow.
No, who would you be talking about?
But I don't want to waste No, I probably... Yeah, no, I should. I'll switch with Mario.
It's 10 HP of trouble.
Yeah. I'll switch with Mario and then do Kiss Thief.
Think of it as doing 10 damage to them.
Press A to stop the gauge after it passes OK. Press A to stop the gauge after it passes OK.
Nice.
Okay, got it. Literally.
Think of it as proactively doing 10 damage out to heal. They won't heal later. Pretty
That
good
one's easy.
return.
Okay. Well. I guess let's do another hammer. Oh, they're dead. Okay, good to know.
You
Good to know.
defeated them, and they didn't give you any stop power. You're using their own item against them. Nice.
You fool!
Chrome's like, wait a second. Where's our super shield?
Well, that sucks. What the hell?
You need to focus on the bad guy behind them. They're there to stop you from using your hammer on him. Specifically.
Oh, okay, okay. Hold and release A to fill the gauge. Don't let it overflow. Okay, right?
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
So now they should all be dizzy, so it'll be harder for them to actually.
Well, Crump's dizzy.
Okay, that didn't do
I guess they're
anything.
dizzy too. They just don't have an animation for it.
Well, that would. Was that not me doing it great against them?
Well, they missed entirely, didn't they?
I
think
couldn't
that was,
tell.
I guess that was pretty lucky procking.
I don't think I have pretty lucky on.
I thought you. I don't know.
No, I sold it. Yeah, I
Oh.
sold it. Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay.
Mouse can only target front ranks right now, so.
So I should switch to. I could do Koops. I could do Vivian. I think Vivian can do this.
Vivian can target any character on the field.
Do Bobbery.
So
but he's
Vivian's
about to
good.
die.
I'd do Vivian. She hasn't
Do
been in a
Vivian.
while. You gave her fire reaching.
There you go. So yeah. Crump, you're gonna have to change someday.
Ah, shit. Charging out with my full body didn't work. Better do it again.
What the hell was that?
You're changing formation.
Yeah, you like this?
You're no match for their cheer squad abilities, Zach.
X not. Oh, what the hell is even that? Fiery jinx. Set them on fire. I guess I'll just do Shade Fist because I don't. I mean, are those
Fist
guys
is-
to hit? Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Man, this is tough though, because the press the buttons in the order that they appear on screen is hard to translate. Let's say.
You could just, well, I don't know, Zach. I don't know if you want to save your FP for some way to knock them off the ceiling.
Could you like?
Can a
that'd
Quake
be
camera
like
really
Earth
do that?
Tremor, though? Or I think.
I believe it can.
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
anything that shakes makes sense.
Oh, well, that was a lot of damage
still
at
fine.
least.
You
Ooh, a
just didn't
decent
ignite
amount of
him.
damage.
Oh,
Oh my god,
they missed.
it did
What
not.
the, what the
You
hell?
definitely have a dodging badge equipped.
Okay.
You know what that just reminded me of? When we first saw them and this guy told them to like, you know, pound on us and they just like all started like jumping and we just like walked through them.
We just left.
Well, it hurt
That was
them.
a fucking sick flip, dude. What the hell?
It was.
All right, BA next. Got it. He's on fire now.
Right.
Or is he dead? Nope, not dead.
He's fleeing.
I don't understand what just happened.
They suck his dick.
What?
No.
You sea urchins. Oh, it's a minion ball. I don't know how to defend against that. That one I do know how to defend against. I didn't realize he was doing that though. What the hell?
The audience fell asleep because the Daisy song.
No! Daisy!
They can't provide star power if they're asleep. Do you have any loud noises that could wake them up?
Like an earth tremor.
I'll say the explosion.
It's not gonna switch into fucking Bobbery. It's 4 health.
Well, then this sucks. Sucks to not have star power.
Well, that's how it goes.
When was the last time you switched a partner in front of Mario?
It's been a while.
If you do that, they could soak a little damage for you. That's mostly useful with Koops.
Because he has the defense.
Yeah. Although I think...
They're one object! I didn't realize they do one object. That's so good, dude.
I'm not sure
They
if...
have shared pain telepathy.
I feel like Bobbery might get a defense if you upgrade him to max or something, although I could be misremembering.
Yo, sick. They're all just instantly dead. Oh my god.
Oof. Ow. Oof.
Vivian just arsoned the shit out of them.
Alright, well that one, no.
So the crowd has 10 HP, or their crowd of X-Nauts does.
What if I just kill him though?
That's the goal of the battle.
What the fuck was that? What the hell?
You're frozen! Stage hazard.
Does this mean I'm fucked? Like I'm just gonna take this?
For 2 turns.
Sick! That's excellent. Love it.
I like he still give a thumbs up and regen while frozen.
What a fucking stupid, what the fuck is that? Fucking okay, I guess? I'm genuinely pissed off by that. Oh, here's a random thing that just forces you to take 2 turns worth of damage. Have fun. The fuck? No. Cool, she's dead. That's bad. Oh, never mind. I got a life shroom. That was probably a waste.
I mean, what else do you want the life shroom just proc?
On Mario. Dead? Shaking. Finally. Oh!
Hey, it procced.
Oh. That puts me up to 83.
RNG is giveth and RNG is taketh away.
Would have loved it on that 30, but that's okay. Hell yeah. 83. Gotta love it.
Yo, 40. That's pretty good.
I hate losing. Why does it have a tail? I didn't even notice it had a tail.
That's because of the phrase it's turning tail and running. Even ships can run away. Ships have feelings too, Zach, okay?
Wrong.
No, I could never be wrong.
Wrong.
Relationships have feelings, Zach. How about that?
Relationships.
Exactly. See, Adrian gets it.
You blew it again, Lord Crump. You sicken me.
You blew it.
Stop talking, Lord Crump. You just stand by until my next order. And Lord Crump, think of this as your last chance. Understand?
You better start believing in ghost stories. You're Edward!
Hey, you there. The Princess Peach in a disguise. Told the Shadow Sirens to attack Mario again, and tell them not to fail this time.
Isn't, like, one out of the 3, like...
Our partner? Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that like a...
One of them did mutiny.
I have 1 crystal star in my hand, and Mario has 5. I must take some measures.
Let's see. The crystal star is about 2 feet in length, and
some measures.
I'm about 4 feet myself, minus my bulb.
Hey, I didn't get the shower.
Maybe you will.
Oh, she is very unhappy. I would be too.
A bit more dangerous this time.
Dangerous?
I would like you to sneak into Sir Grodus's room and look for a data disk. I am unable to access data of computers that are not linked to the network. I must know that information! Will I be disguised again? Not this time.
How are you going to, uh-oh.
Okay. But now I have no one to ask but you. First, leave the room and take the elevator up as you did earlier. Okay. Oh, you're giving the instructions one at a time. Does she have an earpiece?
No, it's just on the intercom, Zach.
Yeah, for everyone to hear.
I love the idea of it just being broadcast all over the base. Oh, that's so good.
You better familiarize yourself with if you're having trouble with like Vivian sequence, you should refamiliarize yourself with the buttons you've bound.
Well, fuck. Exit the elevator and enter the room with the green lamp lit above it. Okay, where is it? It's red. It's red. That's an elevator. It's green. Oh! Now I will have you concoct a potion that will make you transparent.
No, transparent. So that's pretty insane. That's pretty
You must
bonkers.
first set all of the potions on the desk in the concoctinator.
Doofenshmirtz made it.
The concoctinator.
I don't usually contract for other evil villains, but I do need the money.
But the cross not certainly pay.
Whoa.
Okay. There are notes around the room. Note: place the orange potion between the blue potion and the green potion.
It's one of these.
Okay, I got it. Note: place the blue potion next to the red potion. Okay.
It's the blue potion?
Note: do
That would
not
make
place the
sense.
red potion on the far right. Got it. Note: place 2 potions between the green potion and the red potion. Okay, so red potion's far left. And green potion is far right.
Again.
I'm gonna do you a
If there's
favor.
a blue room, there should be a blue potion.
Yes, Adrian.
I'm gonna pull up my stopwatch because it's gonna be important to have a stopwatch.
Really?
Yes, if I remember this correctly.
Man, that's like super convoluted, man. An entire stopwatch.
Yes, I placed these correctly.
Mhm.
On the left side.
Am I misremembering, or is there not a timing element involved? Could be misremembering, I guess.
Please press the button where the beaker stops to dispense each potion. What?
Oh, it's Slippy.
You can't do this to me.
Can't you see? Do you even know what kind of guy I am?
No!
You know what kind of guy you are?
Zach,
You know what
don't
kinda-
waste the potion. They had to harvest it from real whackers.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
You like what I did there, Zach? I remembered that.
I will heat the mixed potion in the beaker for 30 seconds. Press the button exactly 30 seconds after the heating starts to stop the machine. Fuck.
Alright.
Wow, Adrian was spot on.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I already started the
Okay, you let me know and I'll hit it immediately.
Okay. I'm sure stream delay won't fuck this up at all, actually, in retrospect.
I mean, we're pretty fine.
I think it's a little generous on the timing. It's not super stringent.
It'd be great if it had a 30-second interval.
I definitely, as a kid, thought it was way longer. I guess it's just impatient me. Stop.
Well,
When I was a kid, I guess that 30 seconds felt like 5 minutes.
you fucking baked it until it evaporated into nothingness.
As a kid, I was like, when is it over? I want to play the game again.
Please drink it, all of it. Okay.
Slurp that shit down, baby.
What the fuck?
Oh, you don't remember this, Zach?
We're that perverted character from Hero Academy? Are you shitting me?
Yes.
We have to get naked?
Indeed, you do.
Oh my god!
If you thought the bathing part of this game was the only part that was perverted and involved Peach, boy, are you fucking wrong out of your mind.
Oh my god. She's naked!
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's all Peach.
Oh, naked Peach.
God.
Only wholesome thoughts, boys, okay?
Peach is fucking needy.
Are you shitting me? Peach is naked right in front of us.
She's pixeled.
Where the hell did she put her clothes?
Whoa. That was creepy.
Where do I go?
Gio, that was you?
Wherever you want, Zach. Because you're naked and invisible.
We are naked.
Watch out.
It's true.
Someone better watch out.
Yep, I'm watching out. Thank you.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, Zach, but I think that translates to you. You better watch out as well.
I am!
How
Look at
can
this
you
guy.
do stuff if you can't see Peach, you know?
Who? Look at that fucking stupid shag rug.
Hey, it's not stupid, it's flavorful. It's good. Shut up.
Floppy disk back here. Data disk.
They didn't even use these when the GameCube was out. Like,
It's true.
these are already dated when the game came out.
No, fun music.
It's a game.
Man, imagine, Zach, if you had to be, like, Earthborn to get access to someone's computer.
Boozy. Alright, well. That was
Yo,
effective.
she still casts I mean...
How does she cast a
doesn't it make
shadow?
sense? Yeah, does it make sense that she can cast a shadow?
There should be little things like dust or something when she walks around, I guess.
You think
Because I'm
they
like,
keep the
if
place
she's
clean, Zach?
invisible...
Oh, wait
They
a
got
minute,
ex-not
look, you can
janitors.
fucking stop them from moving.
We got
They're like-
ex-not janitors around here. They don't.
What is that for?
You see that guy? What?
This guy's like, why is my face showing us some boobies?
It's fucking...
I sense boobies. Whoa.
It smells like that toilet paper.
Oh, it smells like toilet paper here. Oh.
So where's the invisible
Oh my god,
potion?
she fucking put her clothes on first, thank Christ.
You thought there was just gonna be a naked Peach sprite in this game?
I thought there might be a circumstance where it drops, like it gives me control, and you know, you expect to go to the green potion, and then Princess Peach goes, "Ooh, I almost forgot." Like that's what I was expecting. But I like the idea that Peach is smart enough to like remember herself.
Yeah, she's not a complete
Luckily,
bimbo,
Peach isn't just
mostly a
dumb.
bimbo.
She's not a bimbo. What the fuck?
What?
Listen,
I mean, so
pink
far I
and
haven't seen
kind
any
of dumb
bimbo
and gets
behavior. I
picked
think
up
you're
all
just
the time.
projecting, Adrian, okay? Just because she wears pink and is blonde, okay?
And she is like a little vapid, but she's not dumb, right? You
I
know?
mean, she's an actual princess, okay? There must be, you know.
She has the aesthetic.
Yeah,
that's all
yes,
I'm saying.
Saba, because you definitely need qualifications to be royalty.
No, but I'm saying, like, the only thing that's really bad that's happened to her has been, like, Bowser. Her kingdom, besides Bowser, is pretty stable, from what it appears.
Maybe. I'm about to say, she certainly yeah, that makes sense.
Well, from previous games, she has, like, a lot of advisors, so I don't know how much, you know, heavy lifting they do.
they just do everything, and she's just a figurehead. The data is very heavily encrypted. It was a video game. My analysis is complete. Okay. Please use the communicator if you wish. It'd be great if all Peach did was like, today, my lunch was toilet paper. My breakfast was also toilet paper. They don't actually give me food here.
This sucks.
They don't seem to understand metabolic processes. They just understand that we make messes, which is why they just keep giving me an infinite amount of toilet paper. Do you realize how much toilet paper in sheer pounds you have to eat to get your daily calorie intake? It's a lot!
The nutritional value of toilet paper is unsurprisingly very small.
You have to slurp that shit up like fucking spaghetti, and I'm sick of it!
And the smell of it.
The smell, it's so intense!
It permeates the entire fortress.
Mario! Mario, you don't understand! I used to hate the taste of super mushrooms. I would kill for a super mushroom! Oh, it's Crump and Bowser. That's gonna go well. Black! Hog? Hog Black? Sounds good to me, Haggy. My favorite Scooby-Doo character. Die. Die.
I didn't, like, figure this out, or I didn't see it, so what was turning these guys into pigs?
Bad guy in the local, like, bell tower cursed the bell, so every time he rang it, it turned a random person in town into a pig.
Wow, that's evil.
Correct. He then proceeded to steal our identity, literally.
Why was he doing that, though? Because he just felt like it?
Because he's an asshole.
Okay, yeah, okay. Because evil.
Asshole.
Ba 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 ba. You know what, Saba? Since you're about to leave in like 2 seconds anyway, since you always say that I have an evil laugh, can you give me your most evil laugh?
I can do like a witchy laugh, like.
That's not evil. That's a witch's cackle, and that's obviously different.
Okay, I mean, that's nice though. You're telling me that witches aren't evil.
Adrian, I'm gonna give you a pass on this one since you seem to not be aware, but not all witches are evil. That's a harmful stereotype.
Wow.
I guess I could go the
That's a Richard's laugh, and those are definitely evil.
Okay, I'm just gonna witness this fight that you're going into, and I'll leave afterwards.
Nice. Eat this, turtle dorks. Incoming! Oh. Bowser. Holy shit. You fucking destroyed the town!
If it's a lose-lose situation, okay, maybe the town suffering is not, you know, not the greatest.
What the fuck, man?
Now Bowser, that's a bimbo right there.
He's a himbo.
No, I don't think so.
What part of the word bimbo means that it has to be used to refer to a woman?
None.
There isn't, right?
Yeah.
Because himbo
I just think we can with
because himbo is a play on bimbo by just changing the B to an H, right? And so it's like, okay, that's what that is. But why can't a guy be a bimbo?
I don't know. I think just
maybe
it became.
Did mean guys mostly.
Really?
I just think it became synonymous with like women. I guess they just used it a lot to where people are like, yeah, the two became like synonymous.
Yeah. The word bimbo derives from the Italian bimbo, a masculine gender term that means male baby or young male child. The feminine form of the word is the Italian word bimba.
Oh, because it has the O suffix. Okay.
It was originally used in the U.S. as early as 1919 as a slang to describe an unintelligent or brutish man. See, Bowser's a bimbo.
You know what? Fair. Makes sense. We're going to stay here. We're gonna make a life on this island with no running water or a reliable food source.
They have the toad merchant.
To eat? Are they gonna eat the merchant?
Well, I actually got a connection somehow. He's lived here.
I mean, there's like fish, I'm sure, right?
You know what, Saba? That's a good point. There probably are fish around here. Oh, we're sailing into the JPEG. Let's go.
We're sailing into the place where the sea looks a little different.
God damn it. I would love to go back in time and just re-experience Explorers of Sky like that again. That was so fun. What a good playthrough that was. I wonder if when we eventually get around to Super Mystery Dungeon, if it'll be as good.
I didn't like Super Mystery Dungeon.
I was told that Super Mystery Dungeon's the second best behind Explorers of Sky, so I want to take a crack at it just to see. Perhaps. And who knows? Maybe if we do silly voices and banter and stuff, maybe we can make it better. Wait, does he just stay here now?
Bro, I just live here.
Bro, I'm just here. I'm just a little guy.
True.
Oh my god, so many toads. Reminds me, amigo. If you ever get the urge to return to Kill Key, just say the word, okay? Comprende? Yes, you giant skull, you. Your time in the spotlight is now over. I like how Saba's just muted, but still here.
Yeah. I'm
The
like...
ghost of Saba.
I'm still awake enough to like...
It's very strange to have the ghost of Saba here, because it's almost like I can still hear her.
Ooh.
But we know that that's impossible, because she's dead.
You know it's possible because she's microscopic.
Sorry, it takes a while for me to reach my turn off button, so you gotta give me a sec. I'm too short.
Saba has to climb
like 40
yeah, I was about to say
feet
Saba has to mount like a full mountain climbing expedition to get to her mute key.
True.
You know that animated movie, The Secret Life of Arietti?
Yes.
No.
That was actually Saba. The Secret Life of Saba Eddie.
Saba Eddie.
Oh, hello. Adrian, you ready?
Wow, I got another piece of that marvelous compass at Jazzafraz Town this time. Bro, I'm telling you, I turned adventuring into an art form on that little quest. Woo!
Ooh.
It was pretty nutty, bro. What happened is a pretty long story.
Jazzafraz.
Don't fall asleep this time. And like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. As soon as we hit Jazzafraz Town, we were overcame by the glitz and the glamour. It's a very lively place, bro. Tons of daisies live there and they're always smiling. While I looked for the piece of the compass, I met a hip daisy named Hazy. Hazy was a producer and he was looking for actors to go on stage with him. How is your Yoshi doing then with his eyes? His eyes are closed, but they're open.
That's, oh my god, that's just his fucking irises squishing. That's so gross.
I told him
or I
we
guess his
couldn't.
pupils?
That's pupils, yeah. I told him we couldn't, so we're looking for the marvelous compass piece, you know? But Hazy said we could win the compass part in the upcoming Drama Slam. He said the so-called Drama Llama Plague might, in fact, be one of the parts.
Llama.
Plague is a disease.
It's the Drama Llama Plague.
I'm now a leper, bro. By the way, why are you just like Wario, bro? Well, we had to just give it a
just
try.
like Wario?
So we rehearsed with the cast and hit the stage.
Do you think they left the M the way it is just in case people needed to be reminded who we're playing as?
Probably. Our musical is called The Mystery of the Fiery Hat of Social Awareness.
What the fuck? The fiery hat of social awareness?
Why is
The script was great, but I really holes, bro. My role, my bar, was grass. I played grass by the side of the road. Grass, bro. Grass. Wake the fuck up. I'm telling you a story. I just sprawled out on the ground. I had to be silent. Everyone with me had lines. I don't care if I was wearing green. Who will cast someone based on that? It was awful. In the end, our musical was Talking Town. We won the Drama Slam. I got the compass part I was after, but even that didn't make me very happy. The huge after party just bummed me out more, so I snuck out the back door. But wow, outside were tons of fans. My fans, fans of grass. They swarmed me.
Uh-huh.
I just couldn't believe it. Imagine cheering for grass. I was ecstatic, bro. After that, I added the piece of Marvel's compass, which pointed north. It pointed to the rapturous ruins in the Grimble Forest. The voice again. Oh, my cherish Princess Claire, how you soothe me. I would be grass for you to
I would be grass for you.
I will find you. I'll reach you. I'll stand by your side and be your Luigi. Wow, sorry about that, bro. I wanted to act, but I didn't get to in this play. Anyway, I got back in my boat. I have a boat, by the way. It's just not here right now. I'm loaning it to a friend. I came back to Rogueport, and here I am, another leg of my adventure completed.
You can't tell me that this man is lying. Nothing in the world could make me believe you to say that this man did not experience this adventure.
I must say Luigi is a great actor, one of the finest I've ever seen. After this adventure, we're going on tour to appear in stages everywhere. I'm going to be known as the Red Miracle, and of course, Luigi will be grass.
Look, a boat dock.
He didn't seem to be lying there, which is comforting, I guess.
I don't think he's lying, but he might be mistaken about people cheering him.
Oh, you think he's telling tall tales about the people cheering? That makes sense.
I don't know if he's telling tall tales, but she's just mistaken. Look at this dingy little hideout.
I like the TV though.
There's a star piece there.
HP drain. We regain 1 HP per attack. That's interesting. That kind of sucks that they didn't put a bunch of boxes there to jump back over.
Oh my god, this is the ability you got? Dang.
Yes.
Very nice.
Also, why is my shoe green?
Yoshi? Or is that Wario?
Because Wario has green shoes. He has green elf shoes, don't you? Yeah, he has green elf shoes.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Also, Yoshi also has green shoes.
True.
I wasn't wrong.
Truly.
Apparently. Truest.
Oh, we're good. Everything's fine. All right, time for Zach Merchant. Mega Rush. Ooh.
That's the speedrun badge.
Be the low health and then just wallop everything.
Yes.
But aren't there attacks that you have to take damage from? So how do you do that?
Just perfect guard everything.
Wow, that's crazy.
It is a speedrun badge for a reason. It's Super Luigi.
Super Luigi.
Now, if you thought Luigi was an unreliable narrator...
The day dawned like any other, but little did Luigi know that the letter he was about to receive would forever change his destiny. Sir Luigi, the danger besets us on all sides, and we beg your help. Foul Chestnut King has stolen our treasure, our fair princess. The letter was from Minister Crepe of the Waffle Kingdom, a man aware of Luigi's many adventures. He knew only Luigi could save them. Charged with the dire task was no time killing his awake meal. Then he packed.
How many pages is this book?
Journey. We'll see. His older, not knowing that his older, though less talented brother was on a no doubt inconsequential errand. Who wrote this?
Wow, that's pretty insulting.
Did Luigi write this? I'm gonna fucking kill him.
If you thought Luigi was an unreliable narrator, Zach, if you had that inclination, that's dispel the thought. Because whoever wrote this...
I'm not gonna lie, though. If, you know, I was Luigi, and, I was wanting to, you know, tell this cool tale to my brother, and every single time I tried doing so, he fell asleep, I would be a bit salty, too.
That's his fault. Be a better storyteller.
Wow. Incredible.
And that, ladies and gentlemen,
cooking for rookies
is evil.
Healthy salad. Turtley leaf and a horsetail. I didn't realize that the horsetails is like is a nominal reference to the fucking those plants that are by the water that look like hot dogs. Yeah, cattails.
Yeah.
Horsetails are actually used in a very rare recipe in this game.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Is there anything worth a damn here? Make enemy sleepy. Okay, what's this one? First attack. Do a first strike to defeat weak foes without battling. That's weak foes, though. So I guess that's if you're going back through an area?
Which, by the way, you should check out Merlin's hut.
Oh, right, because of the upgrades.
Yep.
And we have so many shines. Hello, I am Merlin.
He's standing outside of his house.
Oh, I'm from this game and not any other game.
I think it'd be really cool if the guy who wrote the Light and Dark Prognosticus were in this game.
I would like you to pleck.
Hold on, give me a second while I... All right. Hey, I don't have the... Oh, is it a quest? Do I have to do a quest first?
Well, did you read what he said?
Oh. Sorry.
Zach. No, he said go back to... Okay, so the reason I said you might want that badge is you have to go back to Hooktail's castle again. Yes. So if you want to get through those enemies without maneuvering around them, you first strike might be useful. Is all I'm saying. But the reason that you can get it now is because there's a crack in the wall that you have to explode with Bobbery that you just got.
Ah. All right. Well, we're going back to Hooktail's castle then, I guess. I don't want to buy a stinking badge. Badges are for chumps.
Okay.
Which is obviously why I have so many. What's this? Double dip. Use 2 items in 1 turn. Yeah, that's fun.
Yo, you shouldn't be double dipping kids, okay? It's not good.
Unless you're the only one eating the dip, and then it's fine.
Unless it's scrumdiddlyumptious.
Okay. Scrumdiddlyumptious Wonka bars.
If it's scrumdiddlyumptious, you can double dip. Everyone knows that.
I feel like I'm insane. Am I wrong in? Oh, there it is. I was about to say I could have swore I just saw a star piece fly by the screen twice, but I didn't see where it was. All right, there we go. Let's go.
Hey guys, I finally managed to reach the end bar, right? After all that climbing I had to do. So I'll be heading off now, okay?
End bar.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
That's what I got to.
Have a good night, Saba. I'll see you tomorrow
Good
for
night.
Prince of Persia.
Bye-bye.
Where's this go? Well, hello, Adrian.
Hello, Zach.
What the fuck is this thing?
I'm barreled, man.
This is Chet Rippo's adjustment house.
Chet Rippo. What a trustworthy name. Do you not trust Chet Rippo, Zach?
Okay, so you pay 39 coins, and he'll adjust either my stats or a partner's stats.
This is the respec guy, if you wanted to respec.
Interesting. Got it. I think I'm good for now, but maybe later. I want to do... I think it's here? Yes. Okay. Chill out. Never succumb to first strike. Happy heart. We got all this stuff. Drop the FPUs when Mario attacks. Mario attacks by 1. Ooh. Flower Saver is obviously really good. Oh, Peekaboo is pretty good too. I could do Flower Saver and Peekaboo, or I could just do Power Plus. What would you do? Because Peekaboo is just so that way I can see where enemies are, which isn't necessarily 100% necessary, right?
I don't know, I like using partners. Which you don't, so...
What do you mean?
Well, you don't value them very much, clearly.
Well, I value the partners a lot. They're there to adjust Mario's abilities.
Also, you can blow up that pillar to move to the left now, Bobbery.
Ah. Thank you very much, sir. Multi-bounce, soft stomp, hammer smash, ice smash. Gotta
Back
be
to basics.
And no, not quick change. Well, did I not? Oh, it's probably at the top. I just bought it. There it is. All right. I don't need that. Double the damage Mario takes. Charge. No, that's 4 Mario. I am at a conundrum. Just pick. Let's do like multi-bounce or something, right?
You haven't really used power balance, which is what I also like to use when I played this.
Power bounce is the one where you just do it for like ever.
Yeah.
Do I even have power bounce?
Yeah, you got it really early on.
Power
it's 3BP.
smash.
Well, it's not as good.
I don't have power bounce.
You do. It's 3BP.
Ah, you're
It's
right.
right
My
there.
apologies. Could I equip that? If
I mean, do you like the jumping minigame? Because if not, you're not gonna have a good time.
That's a good point. I like the hammer a lot more.
The hammer's a lot simpler. It's for basics.
I mean, it deals a lot of damage.
So does power balance.
Wrong!
It does not deal damage if you are bad.
Correct. Alright. Is there anything else to do? Right, I did that. There's a guy around here that sells rumors. I don't think I need that though, right? Let me in. Oh. Look at that, there's a little alley back there. All right, there's the rumor guy. What about you? What do you do? Nothing. Okay, got it. I got rumors too, but no one ever wants to pay for them. This is the supermart where she sells gold bars. Got it, got it, got it. How much money do I have? Well, I mean 100. 110 for gold bar? Oh, and then you sell it for 100, right?
Yeah.
That's, I think.
It's literally money storage space before you overflow.
Which is neat, because that's essentially just a bank fee. Oh, there's nothing to do with it? Oh, alright, that's that. Sorry about that. Okay. Is there anything else? Oh, wait, we're going back to Hooktail's castle. Got it. Because we're gonna do Hooktail's thing, upgrade some people, then do the door, and then continue with the adventure. That's what we're doing.
You may or may not. I don't know. I assume you don't want to grind in this playthrough.
Do I need to grind?
No.
Also, I just left the place to get to Hooktail's castle. Because I thought that I had to take the hard road or something. Were you asking about grinding because there's an opportunity coming up that's like really efficient for grinding?
Well, the opportunity has been there for a while. It's the parlor. But you need to do... You can't, like, just use it. You have to do some side quests to unlock the minigames that get you the most, like, parlor money.
Oh, so grinding for money, not XP.
Well, it's you get parlor tokens which you exchange for badges and or gold bars, which, you know,
unique
are money.
Badges? What the fuck? Hello?
Oh yeah. By the way, you can smash that block on the left now. You have a super hammer. Just use a spring, not do the flight. Bowser's minions are here and they're stronger than ever now, by the way.
That seems not good for me.
Background.
Shit, thank you. Well, he's dead.
Hey,
Now that guy has a lot of armor, right?
yes.
And
He's
an
a
item?
patrol. Uh-huh.
Wow,
You just use it on you. If he survives this, there it is.
there you go.
Never mind. Yeah, you can just smash that block on the left there.
Get
that
right
shit
on
out
it,
of the way.
boss.
Never mind. Oh, wait. Ah, there you go. Oh, that's been there the whole time? Wow. Incredible.
Okay. Now I'm like double checking a bunch of places because it's like, who knows what kind of tips and tricks could be hidden around here. That back room is where you get to the punies. We don't need to go there.
Are you just going to update the map?
You're right. Fuck. I'm forgetting.
I mean, you're here. You could.
But then won't that? That'll bring me all the way back up, won't it?
Whatever. It's your choice, man.
Yeah. I just don't remember how to get to Hooktail's castle as well.
Okay. Well, I'm sure this will bring you back to Frankly's house, and from there I can guide you. Since you don't remember this game that you're playing.
I don't. We did it like 3 weeks ago, and I still don't remember. Although it is pretty crazy to think that I think we're already on episode 8 of our playthrough. It's been 4 weeks since we started Thousand Year Door. I'm worrying. I'm worried that I've accidentally stumbled into a time dilation. Because it feels like just yesterday we started Thousand Year Door. The hell? Oh, is this like the Richie Rich neighborhood and you have to take the train to get there?
It is literally called Poshley Heights, yes.
Nice. Okay, got it.
Oh, yeah.
Great news, my friends!
Good news, everyone.
The next crystal star is in Poshley Heights. The 1% live in Poshley Heights. We have to kill them immediately.
A little extreme.
Why? Their inheritance will get taxed, and then that money will be burned in a fire, and that's probably okay.
Burned in a fire. That's incredible. Good plan, Professor Frankly.
Oh, yeah.
Who ever said anything about a plan? Scrap of paper. Info about Cortez. Whoa, that was the last time I could fight Lord Crump?
That iteration of Crump. You have a different iteration of him from when you first fought him, too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No, wait. I need instructions.
Okay,
Alright,
go in the
going
pipe,
down into the pipe.
and then just go right.
Oh, is this the thing where I have to, like, there's, like, water? I fought
Yes.
a blooper there.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So go down this pipe?
No.
You sure?
Just go right.
What if I went down the pipe?
Okay, then don't upgrade your partners.
Wait, no, I don't want to go there. I don't need to go there. What's even down there?
The thing of the pipe in the background, I'm pretty sure.
Look at that.
You can't get that yet.
I can't throw a bomb?
Yes, but not yet. You have no way to get up there. No. I mean, this is a secret, so you can get it while you're here, but... That's the pipe.
God. There you go. Can I jump that?
Try it. If you're lucky, punk.
He does not do that.
You can't actually jump it.
What the fuck? How am I supposed to get over there?
You'll get there later.
What the frick? This game
seems full of secrets,
This
Zach.
game constantly restricting me. I hit down the pipe. Let me go. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here in Botchley Heights. Oh, and look, we're so close.
All right, you have to go back to the room where you originally got your thin ability.
Oh fuck, I don't remember.
Do you remember anything about this room, Zach?
This room?
No, the room where you got your thin ability.
Oh, I mean, it's deeper in the castle. I know that.
It's the room where you opened the thing and then the ceiling with spikes sort of falling.
Oh, okay.
It's that room.
Okay. Where was that? It's not here. Not back there. That would be silly. What's up with these? Can I break these yet?
I don't think so.
Are they ever breakable?
Yes.
So I can't blow them up.
No.
Got it. This is it. It's not.
Keep going, you're almost there.
Wait, is this it?
Yes.
What?
I thought it was? No, maybe I'm misremembering. Oh no, it's in here, I think. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Go to the back of the room.
You said I need Bobbery.
You do need Bobbery.
Rogery Bobbery.
Obvious crack spot.
Nice.
A little bit of lag. Touch of lag. Like seasoning.
Seasoning of lag.
Sprinkle of lag.
Everything tasted better with a little bit of lag.
Ugh, that was a creepy effect.
What the fuck?
It's for upgrading, Zach.
That's a stupid joke, and they should feel bad.
Alright.
The finding the letter P in the chest, like that was funny. Like that makes sense. Like that
Does
would
it?
that would be funnier if it was like a I don't know, like a page selector or something like that. Something where it's like, oh, you're going down one on the page.
So that'd be downgrading, Zach.
Right. Wow, dead already. Your mother must be so proud.
It's almost like these guys have 2 HP each.
That's silly. Why would they only have 2 HP?
They're small-time delinquents, Zach.
You think? Well, you think I have that excuse?
Are you a small-time delinquent?
I used to be.
Wow.
And then I God, I got 2 Princess Peach giggles in a row. Oh,
It's
look,
very
I'm so close to
upsetting.
leveling up.
Yeah, you just need 6 more fights in the shitty place
I could do that.
where they give you no XP.
They give me 1 XP.
That was an exaggeration, Zach. Sometimes they're used casually. For emphasis.
Are you sure they're not used competitively?
Competitive exaggerations, huh?
Competitive exaggerations. My online ranked exaggeration board. Ugh. You don't queue up for exaggeration matches.
It's the E in ELO stands for exaggeration.
That's really good. That was fun.
And look at that. A primarily painless experience.
Lots of P's, lots of plosives. You know what a plosive is, Zach?
I do know what a plosive is. Do you know what sibilance is, Adrian?
I do know what a sibilant is, Zach.
Okay,
do you know what
well,
these
guess.
nuts are?
It's Adrian. Well, this is not a dick measuring contest, okay? We both know some of the foundational building blocks of the English language. We both need to get over it.
but I don't have a personality otherwise, Zach.
Gah. You know this is a discussion that you are clearly too tired to have, so let's do it anyway.
Okay.
What exactly qualifies as a personality or not?
A personality is complicated. I think that's the first step.
Well, because that's the thing, right? Is that, like, I remember seeing posts from, I don't know, like a couple years ago about people being like, your personality isn't baking sourdough bread, get over it, right? Because that was like a big thing during the pandemic or whatever. And I remember thinking about it where it's like, okay, that's like an interest, clearly, right? Like, you're interested right now in baking, and that's totally fine. But, like, how many interests need to stack up before that becomes your personality?
I don't know if you can qualify interests as personality.
You don't think so?
Some people would say no.
Okay. So, and I'm not, and this isn't what the fuck? Hello? Are you okay?
He went up. The up arrow was directions.
The Ultra Stone.
You just forgot where it was.
That's really funny. It's gonna be red now. Yay! How fun! What a good thing this is. All right, what do I get for leveling up Eggworth? All right, so I'm not saying that. So are you asserting that? Maybe you're not, but are you asserting that there are people out there that do not believe that any level of interests, like the things that you do, whether they be hobbies or whatnot, equate to personality?
Yes. Some people say that you're...
So, like, if a person
hobbies...
is, like, really into, like, personal fitness or whatever, is that not a personality?
I don't know if I agree with the notion, but I know people who would say that, like, oh, well, are you like a jerk at the gym or a nice person? Like, that's the personality aspect rather than the hobby aspect.
Okay. So your personality is more akin to your behavior.
Yeah. Well, I guess your intrapersonal being as opposed to your external active being.
Okay.
Theoretically, I have no clue.
I mean, obviously, neither of us are professionals, but it's 8:39 p.m. on a Saturday, so what else am I going to be doing other than talking about this? Who should my last upgrade be? Should it be Coops or Miss Mouse? I'm not really using Miss Mouse for anything, right?
I'm not using Coops either.
That's a good point.
You could finally upgrade Goombella and get that sick multi-bounce.
Or I could honor Grant's wishes. Because how pissed would Grant be? Holy shit, he has 40 health?
Yeah, dude. Honestly, Bobbery is a little overpowered.
That's fucking crazy. Because normally I would actually want to upgrade Vivian, but the problem is that because I don't actually have the buttons in front of me, she's actually way more difficult than normal.
Well, I'll to help you decide, I will give you that if you upgrade Vivian, you'll get Infatuate, which confuses all enemies and is just timing with A. So no complicated button sequence. If you upgrade Koops, you get an upgraded version of Power Shell that pierces defense.
That's pretty good. And what about Miss Mouse?
If you upgrade Miss Mouse, you get... Nope, that's Motown on Mario Wiki, not Mouse. Hang on. If you upgrade Miss Mouse, you get Smooch, which just heals Mario.
That's not bad.
It's 10 FP for 10 HP.
Ooh, that's pretty bad.
And if you upgrade Goombella... You also haven't upgraded Flurry once, by the way.
I'm never gonna use Flurry.
Why not?
She's stupid and I hate her.
What, are you afraid of demonetization?
No,
like a coward?
I didn't say that. Wait,
Well,
what do you mean demonetization? I was brave enough to put a naked Princess Peach on stream.
True. I will say that Flurry's first upgrade saps HP and pierces defense, and her second upgrade makes Mario dodgy. She also has the most HP in the game.
I hate
When
using her,
upgraded.
though. I'm actually thinking about Koops.
Okay. That's fine.
Maybe I'll save for 2 more and then fully upgrade Goombella. What do you get for fully upgraded Goombella?
You get her Smooch that lets Mario act a second time. So if you really like Mario, you should upgrade
That
Goombella.
sounds fucking awesome. What the hell?
I had mentioned this and everyone slept on it because Grant was such a fucking Goombella naysayer. Naysaying!
Well, he's gonna be a little disappointed if, depending on whether or not we find more Shine Sprites.
That's 2 Earth Tremors you could use.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, there's so... It could be anything. It could even be a boat.
Although, to be fair, Bobbery Supernova is basically just Earth Tremor on crack.
Is that what I just got from him?
That's the second upgrade rank.
Fuck. Oh, God. I actually do think, by the way, because I think I just got a couple new badges, right? I guess I didn't. What do I have equipped? Oh, it's multi-bounce. Right, because I got the power one and then equipped the multi-bounce. Got it. Because I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I guess from now on, I really should upgrade health and FP. Because unless we're suddenly gonna get a bunch of badges that give health and FP, it doesn't really seem like I need them, right? Because like, how much is HP up and PP up right now? Happy Heart, that stuff's great. Oh, right, HP plus and FP plus are just equivalent to a level. But I don't have any more of those. If I got more, I could use them. But...
I believe you can grind for those at the parlor.
You know, I'm gonna check out this parlor since you keep talking about it.
You can't really do anything besides basic slot machines because you haven't done any side quests yet.
Well, what side quests?
One of them lets you do a minigame involving your thin ability. One of them gives you a tube minigame, one gives you a boat minigame. One gives you a plane minigame.
Okay, so I guess let's take a look and see if we have some of those.
You should have all of them, given you have all 4 of those abilities.
Okay, well let's check that out then. That sounds good. And then we'll figure this out as we go. There it goes. Okay.
I'm hungry.
Looking for a gal. Any hint as to which ones I need?
The silver card is granted from Pine T Jr.'s trouble to save his father.
Help my daddy.
Help my daddy. You have to go to floor 18 on the Pit 100 trials to do this one.
Fuck. Well, what time is it?
Gold.
We have an hour and 15 until end of stream.
The gold card, which is it's the trouble by Frankie, is you gotta do a different thing.
Frankie or Frankly?
Frankie, so not Frankly.
Different guy. All right, and you said floor 18?
Yep. You gotta save his dad.
All right, well, I'm gonna go save his dad.
Save his dad.
We'll save his dad. It's not the way to the Pit of 100 Trials. It gets down this way. Or at least this is the way I remember. All right, so while I'm making my way downtown,
walking fast,
I wanna go back to the micro discussion on like what actually constitutes a personality or not. So you didn't. Oh wait a minute, there was that other pipe that had the dock, but I didn't have the paper. I didn't have the paper boat ability yet.
You got all the secrets, or you can get a lot of the secrets now. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go get them. So, in your opinion, for the sake of discussion, do you consider a person's like hobbies or interests to be part of their personality? Or do you agree with the sentiment of your hobbies influence your personality, but they are not your personality per se?
I don't know.
Okay.
This would be something I had to think on.
And you don't want to do that.
I hate thinking. I've been trying to swear off it.
Who could have possibly guessed? Well, okay. I mean, I still want to have like a discussion in whatever capacity I can, because now I'm just thinking about it where it's like, okay, well, oh no, I'm sorry, Luigi. I just fucking beat you up for trying to give me a fucking flower.
Very womanly scream from Luigi.
Ah! You know what? Let's Y and then fucking gulp him. Oh, Stampede!
Yeah, that's Yoshi's ability.
I don't remember
it's all
that.
ground enemies. It doesn't matter if they're flaming or otherwise.
You know what? I might never have actually seen the level 3 upgrades for the partners, because that would have required me to do a side quest.
Wow, you played this game like a gremlin.
What are you talking about? No, I didn't. I played it good. I swears. Oh, he has a oh!
He's got a way to get that off him.
He's got a fucking heart badge. Let's go! Oh no. Do I have enough FP? Oh my god, I do. Press A to stop the badge after it passes OK. That should be good, right? Yes! Yes!
Nice.
Oh my god, that's so good. It's fucking boom, 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 boom. Let's go. It's not fair. I want to continue the discussion, but there is no discussion because you don't want to participate.
All right. You know what? For the sake of discussion, I'll just pick a stance and act like I have that stance.
I mean, I guess that's kind of fair. I mean, I don't necessarily want to put you out too much, but it's just more along the lines of like, I'm thinking about it now, and it's like I would like to continue the discussion. Yeah.
I think that your interests are not your personality for the sake of this discussion.
For the sake of this discussion. So because you are taking the stance in terms of, or you're taking the stance for the express purpose of having a discussion, I guess I will pose the hypothetical follow-up question of, in that case, what is part of your personality then? Like, I guess your opinions, right? Like, that seems
opinions, fair. Your interpersonal behaviors and moral stances.
Is moral stances not your opinion? Is that a different thing?
I mean, there are opinions that are less important, or quote unquote, than moral stances. Like your opinion on whether butter is healthy or delicious or something, or whether red is a good color. Those aren't morals, but they are opinions.
Okay, that makes sense. You know, it's actually funny because I know that this is like, you know, not exactly like a super serious discussion, but I literally never considered morals weren't opinions before. I always just assumed that that was just like a really high opinion. But I guess not. I guess it's more of a value than an opinion. Why is she sniffing? You see that?
It means there's treasure nearby. It despawned. It was the coin.
Oh, funny. Should I keep her out or switch her to someone else? I'll switch her.
Do you think there's gonna be another thing to spiel?
Well, if there is, I'll just swap to it. Right? I'll swap to her. So
right.
What I'm thinking now is, what if I... Who did I upgrade? I didn't upgrade Coops.
You can see the ring.
Yeah. I got Barbary?
Bobbery's Bob-on Bass is by like 9 FP and the strongest partner move in the game.
The problem is that no, he's probably fine, right? He's probably good for combat. Because I was about to say I would love to keep Eggworth, but his basic attack is a bounce, is a jump, and that's not. And you know, if an enemy has spikes, that just doesn't work.
Well, Bobbery's weakness is he can't hit airborne enemies, like for this.
Yeah,
basic.
but then I can, right? So that's the benefit there.
That's the rub.
That's the rub.
Bone party time.
Hell yeah.
That's not what I thought it
like
was.
One guy.
I was gonna say, I know there's one where it's like a dry bones, a dead bones, and a red bones.
What's dead bones?
I don't know if that's the actual name, but there's like a edgy black or dark blue color palette one.
Ah, okay.
7 damage.
Fucking Christ. What the hell? Why is he all wet? See that?
Remove debuffs.
Oh, it's another stage hazard. Got it.
The higher level you get, the more stage hazards are gonna happen, Zach.
That makes sense.
Because the stage gets bigger and bigger and there's more production behind it.
I'm realizing I don't actually understand what a personality is. Do I have a personality?
Yeah, everyone has personality. Some are just more boring than others.
What's a boring personality? I guess that's an opinionated question, but...
Someone that doesn't hold a lot of opinions, I guess, and someone who doesn't take a lot of stances on most things.
Someone who's just kind of milquetoast.
Yeah.
Okay. I can comprehend this. It's just... I'll just...
Oh, nice dodge! That was good timing for that
I definitely
dodge.
did that on purpose.
I can tell, for sure. For sure.
Fuck you! Fuck you and your stupid bone! It's really funny because, once again, my brain is not exactly racing, but just having like a fun time mulling over some of my questions that I have. But I'm thinking about my questions and they all sound like something that like a fucking 5th grader would ask. So I'm like, I'm not asking them.
Are you finding the answers in your head to them?
Kinda, but more along the lines of this is a tangent, but I'll bring it up anyway because I think it's interesting, at least to me. You know r/am I the asshole?
Yeah.
One of the only things that I can talk to my mom about on occasion is getting her opinions on some... Wow, he does have defense. That's crazy. One of the only things that I can talk to my mom about nowadays is occasionally I'll ask her opinion on like an r/am I the asshole post or whatever, right? And so the long and the short of one of the posts was, man, am I really just gonna keep getting BP? I did just get a badge. That'll help me. That'll help me out. So yeah, I will do this. The long and the short of the post was that the youngest daughter of an extremely poor family fell into an extremely lucky circumstance where she would never have to worry about money for the rest of her life, effectively, right? Or at least for the next 18 years, which can kind of give you a hint as to what she was doing. But the post was the mom who was saying that the other 4 kids kept coming to the mom asking to borrow money, and eventually the mom was fed up and just said, why don't you go ask your sister? She has too much money anyway, right? So the discussion was the mom the asshole for volunteering her daughter's money? And the ultimate answer was yes. Me and mom both agreed to that. But the thing that I thought was interesting was that mom tried to prove a point at one point during the discussion where she was like, well, Zach, let me ask you this. If you suddenly had millions of dollars in the bank and one of our family members came to you, would you just give them the money, no questions asked? And I looked her in the face and I said, yes? What the fuck are you talking about? If I have millions of dollars suddenly and a family member comes up to me asking for money, assuming that I know that they're not being a piece of shit, yes, I'm gonna give them the thing. And she looked at me flabbergasted like, oh, well, I guess that's where we differ then. And so I bring that up to explain why these questions in my head are popping up, because it's not whether or not I necessarily have an answer to them. It's I am curious to know whether or not you have the same answer, because sometimes people differ on stuff that I never would have expected.
I think the main thing fueling the misconception there between you and your mom is that your mom how fast
you broke up. I couldn't hear you.
I was just saying that I think the main reason you and your mom differ there is because you have different conceptions of how fast you can spend millions. Because if you've got like $1,000 and people start asking for a bunch of money, it's gonna just go really fast. If you have $1 million, it's hard to spend that.
Well, yeah, and I guess that was kind of my mentality, was that it's like, if I have millions of dollars, I'm not gonna... If I have millions of dollars, I don't need millions of dollars under most circumstances. Like me, the human being, would probably be okay with a considerably less amount of that. And if I can help get family members or just random people into a position where they don't need to be struggling for money anymore, I'd be super okay with that, you know?
Yeah. Like
and I don't necessarily mean to be like virtue signaling or whatever, but I was baffled by the question to begin with, because I was like, yes, of course.
Well, you know what, Zach? I will virtue signal for you. I think you're a better person than your mom is.
I'm not gonna say that, because that's definitely not true. Maybe I should have been doing the Pit of 100 Trials a little earlier.
I mean, you only get to go back every few floors, so if you got too far in over your head, then...
So how does it work? Where's the interval?
I don't remember. I think it might be every 10 or something.
And he wants me to go to 18?
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going to 20 then. So that way I don't waste it. Oh, that guy has a thing. Gotta get him. Please be dead. Oh my god. I fucked up the jump. I got so scared. Hold fast. What is that? Damage enemies that are directly attack Bobbery. Oh, so I could do that, and I could swap into the front and then do that.
Yes, that is part of one of the most useful swap functions.
That's really cool.
Bobbery will sacrifice himself to save you. How do you feel about that?
Excellent. I fucking love Bobbery.
Bobbery's the Chad. He's like the best character.
Bobbery.
I like Goombella. Bobbery rules.
Bobbery seems super cool. I remember in my playthrough I really liked Vivian, but I'm now wondering. Oh, you know what? I probably liked Vivian because I had an actual GameCube controller, so it probably made things a lot easier. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, no, Bobbery fucking rules, dude.
I guess I can ask you, not really a personal question, but a question that is about your personal opinion, I guess, or taste. What type of personality do you find extremely, not off-putting, but like, if somebody has X personality type, you don't want to interface with them?
Interface, huh?
Listen, dude, I'm in the middle of doing active time battle. You can't necessarily criticize my choice of words.
Let me tell you a story about one of my friends.
Okay.
I just met this person, right? We have a mutual friend, and they are giving me a ride back to my house from my friend's house. Okay. And it's like 12 a.m. And our mutual friend is like, I also just met this mutual friend. This is a new friend group, basically. So it's midnight, and we're having conversation, and it's 12 a.m., and I'm in this near effective stranger acquaintance's car, and we drive out for like, I don't know, half an hour towards my place out of like the 45 minutes that you normally would need. And on the way back, we start discussing the notion of gender, because this person is non-binary.
Okay.
And I'm like, I don't know a lot about gender. Much like, I feel like in a very Columbo way. My wife, she brings up this notion about gender. I don't know much about gender,
but my wife, she likes it a lot.
She loves the stuff.
She loves the stuff. She loves gender. She can't get enough of it.
Exactly. So, oh my god, hang on. So they basically start saying that, like, yeah, I have a complicated relationship with gender, and I have this theoretical because I like the theoreticals, as you know.
As you know.
Like, this is, we move on from the subject, and I'm like, okay, what if you had a clone of yourself that you could get to do stuff for you, basically? And they were like, I would fully take advantage of my clone and do, and try to, like, basically manipulate as much as possible to my advantage, the clone, which is, you know, understandable.
What does manipulate clone, what does that mean? Like, what does manipulating it to the best of my ability mean? Because if you're like, I guess in my mind, a clone is literally an identical copy of you. Is
like,
that not?
I
guess
just like get it to do everything that you don't want to, but you know, would benefit you.
Okay, I kind of get that.
But in that same framework, they said, yeah, I'd have my clone like go suck up to my very rich family and pretend to be like the right gender for them, so I can get as much money out of them as possible.
Interesting.
And so that I wouldn't have to do that or stomach that, because that would be a very dysphoric experience for me to experience, which is, you know, I don't have the expertise to speak on that, but I thought that was, on the one hand, like, you know, fair. It sucks to have families try to live through that stuff. But on the other hand, that is a little strange to me. But then, and then this is the part that got me a little bit scared, because we had skipped past my house and we'd just been driving a community conversation for a while and no one said anything about it.
they had forgotten.
They actively were like, let's go drive around. I was like, okay, sure.
Okay, so never mind. It was they actively chose to delay.
Yeah, and I was they said a specific quote that scared me, where they were like, yeah, if I could get away with it, I would absolutely be evil. In like a very serious, it's 12 a.m., I'm in your car, you're a stranger to me kind of way. And that very much scared me off that person for a long time, until recently, where I started relying on person for drives again. Turned out they're a really cool person. But okay, that specific experience not a good first impression, like a thing to experience very early on in a relationship necessarily. It's very scary.
I mean, I can kind of understand the sentiment, though. I don't know. I don't know this person, and I don't know.
Well, yeah, because you're evil.
Well, no. Well, I mean, I guess I could talk about that for a little bit, but like, I remember the last time I got like super serious in the discussion with my, former therapist of however many years ago at this point. I remember sharing the sentiment that I wish, in some like awkward sort of way, I do kind of wish I was a worse person. Like, I wish I didn't have as many morals as I have now. Or like I didn't really feel the desire to be a good person, because man, life would be a lot easier if I just allowed myself to fuck people over every once in a while. You know what I mean? And it was one of those things where it's just like, I'm glad I don't have that I'm glad I don't have that sense. But there are certain periods of my life where it's like, man, I would love to just not help this person on the side of the road because I'm already late for work. Oh my god, he just came back to life because of the fucking thing! Are you shitting me? Well, there was that. And then also, I would like to say that I obviously very much enjoy the joke of Zach being evil. I think it's hilarious. But I do very much enjoy personifying... What the fuck? He just duplicated, dude. I do very much...
They're shorter now.
I do very much enjoy personifying like an evil character whenever I can, because to me, it's the sentiment of, if I am the most evil person in a situation, I know that things aren't really that bad. So, I don't know. I kind of like that's why I like doing like villain voices, and why, like, when we're doing game nights, I'll be the heel or something. Unless your friend Jonah shows up. and then they'll be the heel instead.
You're very salty about that still, I think.
Really? Are they low enough to get hit by a bomb?
Yeah, I believe so. But the point of my thing was that...
My apologies.
I guess the personality... Wow, this sucks.
Great. I guess I get. Oh, never mind. He came out. That's fun.
I guess the personality that attracts me is people who are willing to say scary shit on first impression, and then do that on first impression, which is not necessarily a personality so much as a specific course of action that happens.
What does do that on first impression mean?
Like, I just met this person, they gave me a drive back home, and then they say some, like, shit that sounds a little bit psychopathic.
Okay. I wonder if that was a circumstance where they chose to just take a lark and be like, I'm gonna say something crazy and see how this person responds to it.
I don't know.
Because I will say that's a thing that happens a lot at, like, work. Oh, it's his dad. That's the thing that happens a lot at, like, workplaces and stuff like that, where there's been a couple times where, like, I'll be working with somebody and, we're just kind of hanging out doing whatever, and then, like, we're just talking in the we're talking in the parking lot, and everything seems like more or less normal and fine, and then the guy will just say something like super overtly racist just to, like, plumb the waters. To be like, hey, are you cool with this? And I'm like, no, I'm not. And then we don't talk ever again. And it's like, good.
That sounds frightening.
I mean, once again, I do certainly enjoy certain cultural benefits with how I look, but at the same time, it also leads to a lot of really awkward exchanges where people go, hey, did you hear about that?
Are you one of the cool whites, or...
Kinda, I'm not gonna lie. Especially when you live in North fucking Carolina. It happens a lot.
Are you one of the cool whites, or are you one of those that consort with the yellow folk?
Well, I lived in San Jose, California for a while, so there's a lot of Filipinos that I know. Hello, Girth Daddy.
I can think of
back.
three Filipinos I know, and you knew two of them. But that's only because I don't get out much, so...
Same. I shared this with Saba, and I'll share it again here just because apparently we're just kind of jibber jabbering. Fuck. Girth Daddy asked, what's a cool white? I guess it depends on exactly what the ethnicity of the person asking the question is. For most people, a cool white is someone who's not racist, but also Caucasian. Depending on who you're talking to, like if you're outside of a Christian church and the guy's wearing a fucking American flag for a t-shirt, that guy's asking whether or not you're cool with the KKK.
Cool white sounds like whipped cream.
It does. Cool white is like the mint flavored Dorito.
Mint Dorito.
I love it, dude. That's so good.
That's pretty gross.
All right, so I want to ask real quick. So if I were to leave now to go do the next whatever, the next thing, excuse me, and in the future I have to come back down through those 20 floors.
I believe so.
Well, that sucks, but I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it some other day. I'm Italian, we're the coolest whites. I mean, you do you, Girth Daddy. I'm not gonna say yes or no to that, but...
Please don't call him by his username.
What else am I supposed to say?
Anything else.
Girth?
GD.
GDL.
Why GDL?
Because the last one is Ligs.
Oh.
I don't know, man. It's their username. All right, I'll just call him GD, so that way Adrian feels less awkward.
Sorry to Owo Stream viewers, but get better usernames.
Fucking get better usernames. I don't know. We've had a lot of people come through over the years that have like pretty good usernames, but they usually don't stick around. Nah, call me Girth. Once again, I'll choose to make my co-host more comfortable, so that way he's more likely to show up next week. And not be passed out on his bed.
Every time something on stream disgusts me, that's another 15 minutes I have to spend recovering before next stream happens.
GD's so fucking lame. Listen, we'll just be fine. I mean, luckily, you're the only person in chat, so obviously if I'm referring to chat, I'm referring to you, so there's that. It's racist towards my Italian people? I doubt that. But good luck arguing that.
I think GD's a cool white.
I think GD's a cool white, you guys. Oh, God. God, what was I gonna say?
Something.
Yes, I know.
You're welcome, Zach.
Thank you, Adrian. You're very useful to me in this current moment.
I was gonna say something helpful, but then it also slipped my mind what I was about to say. What was I about to say? Something, I'm sure.
Probably. It makes sense.
Words.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were gonna say words.
What is this impression?
I don't know. It's just a guy.
Oh, Coops.
Oh, Coops.
I guess it is Markiplier. Will you stop calling out more guys? You son of a bitch. Oh, I got a life shroom. Thanks for that.
Nice.
What the fuck were we talking about? Oh, we were kind of talking about like personality stuff. Kinda.
They put a song called Personality in Fallout 4.
Oh yeah?
It refers to innuendo for a lady's boobies.
Their personality. Love it. I remember. Did you ever see that meme that was like, I watched this anime for the plot, but then the GIF is like a big titty anime girl with the word plot plastered over her cleavage as they bounce? You ever see that?
Yes, I did.
I remember that was like a reoccurring joke at my high school for a little while, was the idea of taking that and then applying it to plot armor, which is that same big titty female archetype, but in like plate armor.
Wow.
Aha, it's plot armor. Why are Bowser's minions just suddenly here? What the hell happened?
They raided. I mean, he brought a bunch of them through here to get to Shadyville or whatever it's called.
Oh, Twilight Town. That makes
Twilight
sense.
Town.
That makes sense actually.
These are the stragglers. They got lost.
Who the hell is Kimbo Slice? I know that name, but who is he? Is he like an MMA guy? I swear to God,
Kimbo
I
Slice
remember.
is a really good name, though.
It is a great name. I swear to God, I remember the name from somewhere. I just don't remember exactly where.
Kimbo Slice is an MMA mixed martial artist from the Bahamas.
Hey, look at
Also
that.
known as Kevin Ferguson. He's the king
dead?
of the web brawlers.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
he
dead.
died. He's
Well, rip to that guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't die.
Did I do this?
I don't know.
I don't think I did.
Probably not. It's a side content, so you know.
Excuse you. I like doing side content, just not when it forces me to go to like a menu. Ooh. Close there. I guess I could take 1 damage. There we go. Oh, sorry, Vivian. Spike Shield makes Mario
This
damage
would've been
proof when
useful.
jumping on spiky foes.
That would have been useful.
Oh, well, that sucks. Wait. How much does it cost? Spike Shield 3? Sure. I'll keep that on just for this. Oh, it doesn't work in this room? Well, fuck that then.
You can now power bounce on pretty much every enemy except for ceiling enemies.
So this was really good for you, is what you're telling me.
Yes. Because power bounce is really strong.
I believe you.
It also has a stylish every single jump, so it builds up star power really fast.
That sounds like that. That sounds great because that sounds like a legit build. You know what I mean? Like that sounds like something that you would specifically spec into in like Dark Souls, where it's like, all right, I'm gonna do the power bounce build.
Power bounce is fantastic.
Plan. Oh hey, break this.
And get the shine sprite. Also, these are your fast travel points, by the way.
These are my fast travel points.
They're pipes. They get you fast travel to different places.
Oh.
You have to super stomp on them, though.
Okay, I wonder where they go.
They bring you to mysterious locales. As in places you've already been. So not that mysterious, actually.
I guess now, I guess I'm okay with putting a cap on the, or like ending the personality conversation. Because I'm just thinking about it again, and I'm realizing like, or not realizing, but I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I guess I just never really thought about what a personality was and what it entails necessarily. Because, like, there are definitely people that I've met in my life who immediately rubbed me the wrong way, but I'm realizing that was mostly because of their behavior, which I guess is kind of part of their personality, but also not.
I think personality influences behavior.
You think personality influences behavior?
Yes.
But can't other things influence personality though?
Yeah.
So do they feed into each other?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, that's fair.
The way
Probably
I
need
think
a bigger
that
hammer.
works is that your behaviors invoke feedback into the world, and those form your experiences, and those usually form your personality. Because your opinions morph based on your experiences.
So it's like a cyclical triangle.
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay.
I think there are people predisposed to just believing certain things, and those are inherently affected by your experience if you have a personality that makes you predisposed to not respond to your environment very well.
When you say responding to your environment, do you mean like taking in new experiences or just not comprehending them at all?
Some people actively reject things that they experience just as not true or flukes. Those people, I think, have a hard time changing their opinion based on experiences.
An opinion is part of personality or isn't part of personality?
I think parts of it are part of personality.
Okay.
I think that a person who believes that the Earth is flat is going to have a hard time changing their opinion.
Well, because like flat earthers are a very specific like breed, because I feel like the vast majority of flat earthers, like, they do believe in flat earth, but when it comes to challenging flat earth theory, it comes to more of like they don't want to feel like they've been duped or that they're stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I can definitely understand people who want to feel like they're in. You know what I mean? Like, I know something you don't know and you're a fool, which makes me better than you. And so, like, I can comprehend why they would think that, or why they would hold on to that belief. But yeah, I can see the idea of like a person like that has a very specific type of personality in order to enable that kind of behavior.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else of that caliber where like when someone says like, "Hey, I'm blank," and you immediately go, "Oh, okay, well, we're done." Because obviously there's like racist, sexist, misogynist. Like, there's a bunch of things that you can say. I was gonna say,
if you're expunging the very, very obvious parts, assuming it's just like, I don't like people when they say, "Hey, I'm a pedophile." Right,
exactly. So obviously the very obvious ones like don't qualify, but the one like, "I'm a flat earther," or "I'm an anti-vaxxer," you know what I mean? Like, people like that. And so I'm trying to think, is there anything else of that caliber that you can think of where someone says it and you just go, ugh?
"Hi, I'm Zach. Welcome to Obush." No.
Did I tell you that when I was working at the American Red Cross, one of the guys that I talked to, he was 96 years old, had been donating to the American Red Cross for over 50 years, which is crazy. He was one of the most prolific donors I had ever seen on any record. And
he was like, "Make sure none of my blood goes to those filthy Asians."
No, I mean, the guy seemed more or less fine in terms of just the conversation, but the guy was so proud of the fact that he was alive despite having never gotten vaccinated for COVID. He was so proud of that fact, because he was like, because in his mind, he didn't say as much, but in his mind, the way he like implied it was that he didn't get sick from COVID, like he didn't catch COVID because he was careful. He still went out, he still went to church, he still did everything normal. He just made doubly sure to eat properly, wash his hands, do everything he quote unquote possibly could besides taking the vaccine. And man, he was so proud of himself for that. And it was one of those things where it's like, I genuinely couldn't help myself. And I remember he told me that, and I was just like, well, congratulations. Because genuinely I was impressed. Because that's really hard to do, I think.
Did he wear a mask?
I didn't ask him any questions particularly. Everything I just shared with you is things that he voluntarily told me.
Did he come in wearing a mask?
Excuse you?
Or was this out of person? Like,
I'm about to say, okay, I understand. This was a remote work from home. Gotcha, this was when I was doing the like phone service stuff.
Right. I wasn't sure if you were like in an office or something.
Depending on how things went, I think I would rather be in an office than be part of that division.
I hate divisions. It's too hard. Man,
Jumpman. Good timing tutor.
Timing tutor. Hey, that's a good badge.
I wonder how much BP that is. 1 BP!
That's a pretty fucking good deal.
That's so good, dude. Oh my god.
It shows up as a little speech bubble with an exclamation point in it.
And it's just like, hey, this is when you hit it?
Yes.
That's actually incredible, because as you get better with it, you can then just get rid of it eventually.
Yeah. And it's not even like 1 BP is a really good deal.
That's extreme. That's awesome, dude. I love this Zach merchant. This guy's so cool.
Except when he sells you double pained.
Why? That's one of my favorite badges. The only reason I don't have it on now is because you guys won't let me.
Do you have a jam and jelly spare, by the way?
I do not. I should probably get one.
If you mix a jam and jelly and an ultra shroom, you get the best healing item in the game.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
Try it out, you're right next to the chef.
I can do that and then store it for the final boss.
You could. Or you could just save it for if you're in dire straits.
I love the phrase dire straits.
It uses the other spelling of the word straight.
S-T-R-I-T-E-S.
S-T-R-I-T-S-T... What? What are you talking about? we were just being like hyper virgins about how good we are at English, and then you spell straights like that. What spell that again? What's S-T-R-I-T?
S-T-R-A-I-T-S, right? That's what I said, I think.
S-T-R-I-T-S.
Straights.
Okay, you flipped the I and the A, which is not as bad as I thought it was. I thought you put an E in there for a second.
I did. E-S.
E-S. That's okay. That's striates, which is technically a word, but not the word we were talking about.
Striations, yeah. That's what we're talking.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I just let my brain auto-complete the spelling. And your immediate flabbergasted response, like I didn't hear what I said, and you went what? And then my brain caught up and was like, oh, you just spelled it super wrong.
Yeah.
Jelly Ultra, hell yeah, dude! Look at that.
It's good. I mean, it literally just condenses them, so it saves you the action of using both items.
Good.
It's pretty good.
All right, I'm gonna store this. Oh, the next volume of the Luigi lies.
Luigi lies.
Fucking fuck this guy. All right. Also, I got a bunch of badges for doing the Pit of 1,000 Trials. Like a bunch of badges I'm never gonna use. So that's money.
I mean, do you need money right now?
Yeah, I need to buy Luigi's book. He might hate me, but I support my brother.
I mean, you could just save the money and bring it home when the winter is over to, you know, not have to pay the royalties to the book publisher. Because you do live in the same household.
But I want to promote his like burgeoning career as an author. Like if I just handed him the money, that's great. I'm financially supporting him, but he's not gonna like that's not gonna help him get like another book deal.
Okay.
Sleepy Stomp. I mean, that's not bad, right? Sleepy Stomp, put someone to sleep.
If you execute it superbly.
The problem with these is that you can't use them against bosses, so I kind of don't want them.
Well, how often do you fight a boss?
How often do you fight a boss? I don't know. Because multi-bounce is just good. Sleepy Stomp. Charge HP drain. Like, I'm never going to use the ones that... Yeah, I'm never going to use the ones that drop my damage. I know that. When Mario is attacked, causes enemies to sometimes miss. If I remember the final boss, I think that would be really useful against the final boss.
Potentially.
Double dip is kind of cool. Defend plus P. Dude, that'd be super... That'd be sick.
On Coops or Bobbery?
Yeah. Can I be straight with you? I don't think I'm ever going to use quick change.
Okay. What's your loss?
I know that's probably like a foolish thing to do because it's like that's the only one I get. And I essentially just exchanged 7 star shards for fucking, you know, whatever.
For nothing.
Effectively nothing. But at the same time, like, I have no intention of equipping it. I see other stuff in here as being kind of useful. So, now what the fuck were we talking about before I misspelled straights worse than anybody has ever misspelled straights before?
You spelled a completely different word, which is I mean, it's a word at least.
It's striates, yeah. What the fuck are we talking about? How do we have half an hour left of this fucking stream?
It's a miracle, honestly.
I don't understand.
I couldn't tell you, dude.
Okay, so we gotta do another side quest because we got the gold one. Or sorry, we got silver. So what's the next one we need?
I believe you'll have a quest from Frankie. Which is the guy that remember Frankie, my beloved, like the merry guy.
Oh, Frankie, my beloved. Okay, got it. Room
I
third.
believe so, anyway.
I do not see one from Frankie.
Huh. Wait, okay, let me double check. I might be misremembering. Pianta Parlor on the Super Mario Wiki, not broth. Okay, you got this. Hang on, what special card? Oh,
I got
you got the silver card, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there's also the special card which you skipped, which you can get if you want.
Yeah, I want to get all the cards.
Okay, special card is from Kupook's Trouble.
Kupook?
Yeah. Oh, you'll never guess where this guy's hidden.
Oh my fucking god! What the fuck?
Man, this game really is proud of Hooktail's Castle, dude.
I mean, the music's great, but goddamn.
I don't know if you quite get how good Hooktail's Castle is, given how proud they are of it, clearly.
It's okay. So he's just somewhere in the castle, so I gotta go back and just find him.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll figure it out. Like I said, we have half an hour.
I mean, do you want me to tell you where he is?
When I get there, sure.
Okay.
I know, because, you know, obviously everybody laments that the Paper Mario games effectively died. Like, Super Paper Mario is good, but it's definitely not this, you know? Also, that's not where I need to go. I think one of the things that I really like about this, even beyond, like, the stellar writing and the excellent gameplay, is like how good the world building is, because it's not necessarily a cohesive world by any stretch of the imagination, but at least things are like consistent, and they put a lot of effort into making things like connect to each other, which I think is really neat.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
There's just so many different people, and then things change. Like, that's one of the things that I'm particularly surprised by, is that, you know, on a mission by mission basis, things in different parts of the map will just change. I think that's great.
It's pretty good.
So where is he?
You have to go. Remember that like block that lifts you up to the bridge between?
What color is it?
It's a big green block.
And it lifts me up to the middle?
It lifts you up to a middle section where you can go left or right, and left leads you to the bridge.
That's like towards the end, I think, right?
It is towards the end. If you ride that block, you will just see him, and then you'll just be able to get to him.
All right, gotta get to that block, and then I can figure it out.
It's towards the end, yes.
I just noticed that. I just noticed that switch. Did I ever do that switch?
Yeah, I think you had to have gotten that switch at some point.
The red one?
Yeah.
Really?
Actually, no. I guess you haven't.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it, and it's like I can.
Oh,
do
that
it
flips the stairs. I'm pretty sure.
He's right.
And then, if you'll know if you have or haven't gotten this, because there's like an item on the other side. You definitely got the item that was there before.
Right, because I just knocked Poops to go pick it up. Okay.
I do like how if I'm not mistaken, they made the distance that both Koops and Egworth travel the same. Wow. Is that the right order? Oh, I guess yes, that's fine. Oh.
I don't know where this is.
I don't either. Nothing, I guess. You probably got something last time you first time
you
around.
know, you're probably right.
I don't know if this is the right thing to do.
Oh, okay, I'll just make progress then.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's been so long since the last time we were in this castle, you know.
Good memories.
Oh.
Remember when we were and Grant was here and we were riffing and raffing and Sob was probably here too?
I look forward to when Grant is able to actually be on stream again.
Yeah.
Motherfucker has so much. Like, once again, I don't want to put any words in his mouth, but I will assume, I guess, to some extent, that Grant is really jonesing for a fucking promotion / raise at the moment. Because he's doing so much fucking overtime.
Yeah. And can you blame the man? He's on his Sigma grind set phase.
Well, it's not even necessarily he's on his Sigma. Like, you're right, but also... oh, there he is. It's not even necessarily that he's just on, like, his Sigma grind set. It's also the fact that they, like, criminally underpay him. So he needs to do overtime to meet rent.
I mean, who doesn't get criminally underpaid in this society?
That's part of the problem, man. Oh, I had Coops on, so... Hey.
No, they had a little moment. It's nice.
That's fun. Hide and seek Koopa. Wait, so he's good, right? Yeah, special card. Thank you. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. You never did give me an answer.
What? For
something that someone can say to you, like, hey, I'm blank. Beyond the obvious that makes you...
Oh, you remembered it. Because I didn't. I'm glad you remembered it.
Was that the topic?
I think that was at least one of them.
I went to my mental checklist and I was like, oh yeah, we never finished that conversation.
What's something that someone can say to me that makes me not like them instantly? Oh, this is a very pet peeve one. So one of them is when people say, no, you don't understand, which I mentioned before.
Okay, yes, I can see that. That's fair.
I couldn't tell whether that sounds because...
Because what?
I couldn't tell whether that's because you say that or because you agree.
No, it's 50% of that phrase is something that I say all the time. In fact, I literally just said it, where it's the no, you don't understand is a different context, right? Because you use that for different reasons. But the reason I made that noise was because you reminded me of the fact that, like, I've had to have so many discussions with people, or I've had to explain myself to so many people who, when someone will say something, and the first word out of my mouth will be no, not because I don't disagree with them, but because that is like the word that I use to hook into the conversation and continue, right? But a lot of people don't understand that, and they think that I'm disagreeing with them, which leads to, like, arguments and stuff. So I was responding to literally the first half of what you said, and then you said the don't understand, and it's like, oh, that's a different thing.
Oh, yeah.
But no, you don't understand.
Yeah, no, you don't understand. It's immediately condescending and dismissive, and the follow-up that frustrates me immensely is when they say, no, you don't understand, and then bring up anecdotal or extremely personal, like, information. It's like, well, motherfucker, how the fuck was I supposed to understand? Like, of course I don't understand. You're saying something extremely personal I had no way of knowing. This is, to show how turbulent I am, this is largely in the context of people posting things and responding to other people posting things.
Yeah.
Where, like, someone would be like, look at how cute this animal displaying this behavior is, and this was like, no, you don't understand, okay? I have so many pictures of that, and I'm like, but I understand that. That's not hard to understand. That's just impossible for you to have known in foresight.
It sounds like this sounds mostly like a vernacular problem.
It is a vernacular problem, but it's something that people say to me that makes me upset, so I figured it would be relevant.
No, that is relevant, and it's an interesting factoid. I don't think I've ever said that before, but I will continue to avoid it if that's the case. By the way, what's the next card?
Special or not special card.
We got silver special. I'm assuming there's a gold.
Yes, it is Frankie's Trouble.
But we still don't have that.
In that case,
I don't know why.
Do you have Toodles' Trouble?
Toodle. It does not appear so.
Okay. Hang on. Find the Community Trouble Center. Trouble Center. I guess you just can't do them yet.
Really? Okay.
Well,
so despite the fact that I have all 4 powers, I only have 2 of the mini games unlocked.
Yeah. Apparently.
I just got a text from my niece who thanked me very kindly for the birthday card that I bought for her. Once again, no one fucking crucify me. Not that anyone's gonna watch this, but I did buy a rather expensive Harry Potter birthday card for my niece because she loves Harry Potter.
Well, Zach, Harry Potter is lame, so if your niece loves Harry Potter, she's a lame.
Is that it's lame? Okay, I can deal with that. That is something I can handle.
Yeah, it's lame because J.K. Rowling has a dumb name and no other reason.
A guy who wants to make some easy money. All right, I'm heading to the parlor just to see what these special games are. Do any of the other side quests have anything worthwhile, by the way?
I don't remember.
Like a chunk of, like a good chunk of money or anything like that?
Let me look. I will say that the slots are the only luck-based game in the parlor. Everything else is actually just like skill.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so it's not actually really gambling, it's just a mini game.
Okay, well, I'll go do mini games then. By the way, I just got 2 shine sprites, so now I can fully upgrade what's her face?
Cabela.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll be doing that, and hopefully Grant will be okay with it. I guess my rotation for now is gonna be Goombella to double up on Mario's ability. Hopefully that doesn't require FP, by the way.
It does. It's 4.
4 FP to have him go twice? God damn.
It's an entire Mario turn. Mario's the protagonist.
That's fair. But I think it's gonna be Mario, Bobbery, and Eggworth.
That is usually what people end up doing.
Really? That's interesting.
Those 2 have the best damage.
Which 2?
Bobbery
and Eggworth. Got it. All right, Goombella, let's get you upgraded.
Most of the other words are money. There's 1 for an Ultra Shroom, 1 for a Turtley Leaf, 1 for a Dry Bouquet, 1 for 10 Pianta tokens,
Okay.
1 for a Honey Shroom, 1 for a Meteor Meal, which heals 7 HP and then gives you passive regen for a little bit.
That's
and
neat.
then 1 for a Couple's Cake, which slowly regens your and your partner's HP.
Okay, I mean, those are all consumables. Anything else?
Not that you have right now.
Okay, so you've
next...
confirmed that the ones that I need for the cards just aren't available to me yet?
Yeah, you get the gold card next chapter, or gold and platinum card next chapter.
Okay. Well, we'll do that after we... Hey, at least that's the train, right? So that's the one I've been looking forward to, so that's good. Because once again,
Yes.
The train is apparently the only one that I remember at all. And I think, genuinely, the reason why I remember the train is that it reminded me of the Mario Party 8 map.
I see.
Right, we're going back to the thing. Going back to the parlor. Any other phrases you can think of that like instantly tick you off?
Phrases. I kind of only have the one phrase I kind of fixate on in a negative way, I think.
Because I kind of talked about it. This would have been a while ago, but I kind of talked about it before. It's not necessarily a phrase. It's more along the lines of a. It's more along the lines of just a. I hate it when people give me like platitudes about stuff, right? Where it's like I'll be describing an issue that I'm having or whatever, or like, you know, I don't like X, Y, or Z, and then the person just goes, suck it up. Or, that's how life is. You know what I mean? Nothing pisses me off quicker than that, than just being like, dismissive. You know what I mean?
Oh, I have a thing that upsets me. That's not necessarily something I see people say, but I guess it's when it's kind of like the opposite, where it's like a lack of people saying a thing. I do not enjoy it when people like bait a response by making a noise of shock or surprise, usually. And I do this sometimes, but I usually try to follow up as soon as I can with whatever the thing I'm expressing concern about is, as whenever I can remember to do that. But that annoys me specifically when people try to bait a response instead of just like saying like, oh, this thing is interesting or surprising to me. Like, in my head,
do you have an
it's
example of someone baiting a response? Because I kind of, well, I don't know what baiting a response qualifies as, I guess. Because for me, as a person who talks a lot about a lot of things, one of the things that I like doing is leading somebody to a thought, so that way they can arrive at their own conclusion, and then it's like, okay, so you are paying attention, and then we'll proceed from there. Is that the type of thing?
No, that's a lot more proactive. For me, it's a thing of like if I was in a call with you and we were playing Stream Mario, and I was like, holy shit.
Oh, you mean like what Saba does when she's talking to her own chat?
Well, no, because she's actively talking to someone there, but...
Okay, so
not
you're...
us.
Okay, understood.
It's like that to us, but when she's talking to someone else, it's a little more understandable. But yeah, no context, just saying a thing to invoke someone being like, what's up, or what happened?
So essentially the conversational equivalent of somebody walking into the room, flopping onto a chair, and going,
Exactly, that'd be the in-person equivalent, yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Which I would also despise.
Alright, this is the paper game, or the plane game. I have no idea what this is.
You gotta plane it, so you gotta fly.
Oh, fuck.
You ready?
I want to go far, and then I want to hit a ×2. Jesus.
Ideally, yes.
I mean, that's 300. That's not bad. Now, what do I get from this? Oh, I got my money back!
And one.
Hey! I made one! Are you shitting me? Alright, do it again, I guess.
Yeah, so you want to go for mid-air tokens and distance and land on a ×2 or multiplier
Fucking
square.
hard, man.
It is hard, but it's technically profitable reliably. Oh, so close.
I mean, that should get me my 10 though, right? So I can try again.
Yeah.
There you
And
go.
then some.
Yeah, look at that. I'm making money.
Yeah. Well,
I just want to get first place. That's all I want.
Exchanging the tokens for gold bars is a thing, but you need a lot to do that. I believe that's the only way to convert them directly to money.
Is the gold bars and then sell the gold bars?
Yes.
The ×2 just isn't here sometimes, man. I don't know how to get further than that, genuinely.
I couldn't tell you. Because it's a secret. But most people don't know.
Alright, let's do it again.
Why doesn't Mario sidle close to the edge before he jumps? What the fuck?
It's very true.
You can stand close to the edge. I'll give you a few extra inches. Optimal wiggling.
Well, I mean, fucking, there you go. 300 something again. I just gotta wait for a ×2 to show up, and then I'm instantly in first place. Oh, dude, I earned 10 piantas. That's the equivalent of 30 gold so far. Fucking pogged out of my mind, dude. I just realized
frogged out of your
the
mind.
girthy guy from earlier fucking showed up again on stream for 2 days in a row, despite the fact that he didn't follow.
He's testing the water still.
This is bad. This is bad. Oh, there was a ×2. That was actually the furthest I've ever gotten. Funny enough. God, can you imagine if the thing was minus...
Oh. Oh.
I thought it was going to be minus 15 feet. Are you shitting me?
Ooh, you lost money, Zach. Ooh.
Well, actually, I actually broke even.
Oh, well.
I'm
You wanna try the other
actually
game?
back to square one. Oh. I don't... There's no... All right, well... I'll give this a couple more good tries.
Wooly did grind this game off stream and just got like a shitload of HP pluses, which you can get from the redemption of tokens.
Come on, dude. The fucking thing is right there. HP pluses, really?
Yes, I believe you can get HP plus partner HP pluses from this. Have you tried the other game yet?
No.
You should give it a go whenever you feel like you're ready.
I will do that.
I think the other one's a race, if I remember correctly.
A race?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of race? Elf? Dwarf? Orc?
The human race. And also
Oh!
toads.
Ah!
Oh, my heart, it hurts. Oh.
Fucking animalistic screech at the very end. Sorry about that.
No, I felt it.
It's fucking hurt my soul.
It hurt my soul too.
So in Yakuza 7, super early on in the game, you
Me? I'm not in Yakuza 7.
yes, correct. No, come on, this fucking piece of shit. Super early on in Yakuza 7, you become homeless, right? And so a big portion of the game is you clawing your way back out of homelessness. And it's a very fun, like, thing to do. It's a very inaccurate way of portraying homelessness, unfortunately, but, you know, whatever.
It's a video game.
It's
You're
a
not
video
gonna
game. You
actually
can't really force the player to be homeless for, like, years. You can only be homeless for, like, a week. You know what I mean? You can still be poor.
Yeah.
You can be poor for years, but you can only whatever. So, turns out that one of the easiest ways to make, or not one of the easiest ways, but like one of the ways that speedrunners earn money in Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon is you do this mini game where you pick up cans until you get 2,000 yen, and then you go to this one specific mahjong parlor. It's like a off the record mahjong parlor thing at the top of this office building, where the buy-in minimum is 2,000, and if you just so happen to be a fucking god at mahjong, at Riichi mahjong, you can turn that 2,000 yen into 200,000 yen, and then take that 200,000 yen and turn it into 2 million yen, and then you go, don't need yen for the rest of the game. It's like,
Wow.
and it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, I guess that's just how gambling works. Now I think about it.
That's just how
Wait, did I
Mafia
double?
works.
No, I didn't double. God damn it. I was wondering why I was at 39 suddenly. It was so strange. Unless I did double and didn't realize it. Does it do a thing if you double? Does it put like a thing on the screen?
Probably.
But how do you know? Adrian!
Oh!
I think the ×2 is for the Piantas. I don't think it's my distance. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I did get that. I did get a ×2 last time.
Nice.
All right, well, there you go. I made a bunch of money. All right, on to the other one. And that should fucking wrap up stream, dude.
Like a vault.
Good stream. I'm glad to see that even with just the two of us, we can at least carry the stream for another 2 hours.
True. It's time for paper game. You ready to race a bunch of other competitors?
I don't know what the race is going to entail, though, is the thing.
Well, first you have to get naked.
Oh. Oh, no.
So, if you're facing the fan, and you're facing your wide side of the fan,
Oh, okay.
you don't want to fall off.
This is like a game show.
Yeah, except all these guys have been cursed by the same chest. Which, to be fair, this is retired.
I didn't realize
Just
I was
like
sliding.
JoJo.
I thought I was just moving.
To be fair, this is the first chest you... Or no, this is the second chest you get. Never mind. That's not fair. Also, look, Zach's there.
Shut up, Zach.
And Luigi's there, too!
Luigi's there. I see that.
You can save time if you jump some of the little sections when the fan's not going, of course.
I'm in first place.
You got a comfortable lead, don't squander it.
Try not to, boss.
You can tell when it's blowing from the pedals in the air.
Oh, you're super right. That's probably why they're there. I was straight up looking at the fans.
Right. Wow, it was a comfortable finish.
That's it?
You doubled your Piantas, what do you mean that's it?
I covered my entrance fee. I'm back to 0.
Because you blew the first one. Just perform like a champion every time and you'll double your Piantas every time.
I guess so.
It's that simple.
Oh my god, a bunch of guys. Fun how they're like the exact same speed.
I think you're a little faster than them.
I'm in first, I'm in first, I'm in first. Fuck you, mouse.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. Oh,
How's
hey,
it- hey,
it's
it's Goopy
What's-Her-Face. It's Goopy Coo.
I like the cameos.
That's really fun. Let's see if there's anyone else.
Well, they just keep coming.
Oh my god, what the fuck are you people doing? Like, it'd be funny if, like, Bowser and fucking Lord Crump show up.
If Peach showed up,
Yeah, imagine if Peach was in the race. That'd be so good.
you're like, what the fuck? How did you get...
Nope, that's it.
Alright, that's
Now,
everyone.
I'm not gonna lie. That is a really fun mini game. Oh my god, I got... Wait, how much time do we have left? Oh, we don't have enough time. I was about to say, imagine if all top 5 ranks were just me. Like, fuck you people.
Check how much you can exchange 59 Piantas for.
59 Piantas.
How many did you start with again? 10 or 20?
20.
Nice. That's almost 3 times your starting.
Okay. Trade-in winnings. Cake mix. Cool. Refund. What is that? Refund some coins if you use an item in battle. Neat. Super appeal multi-blow. What the fuck? HP plus and FP plus? Gold bars?
3 gold bars.
Now I do gotta ask.
Yeah.
When Wooly played this on stream, he used the Wii slash like real Wii slash GameCube and then just captured screen with an Elgato, right?
I think so.
Because about to say, technically, if I wanted, since I have such a unique number of Piantas right now, I could pretty easily fish through my save file and find the Piantas and just make it 9999999. So I'm not saying Wooly did that, because I don't think Wooly's the kind of guy that, like, one of my favorite things about Wooly, you know how he started, I don't know if you know this, but like he started a second YouTube channel called Wooly versus the Algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I love how the idea behind that was he was like, you know what? We're gonna do everything just like how YouTube wants. We're gonna use scummy thumbnails. Everything's gonna be like 30 seconds long. We're gonna do shorts. We're gonna do the whole 9 yards. And then like fucking a month into the channel, he's putting out hour-long compilations on Wooly versus the Algorithm. And I'm like, Wooly! Wooly, what the fuck?
Wow.
All right. Well, next time you see me, I'll have 99999 Piantas for no reason.
Because you grinded, right?
Yes, I grinded off screen. You'll notice that the
So Luke, sorry, because you grinded, right?
because I grinded.
You grinded, right?
You know, like just because my base is now made 100% of diamond blocks does not mean that you should be suspicious at all.
That's so fucking tacky. Whenever people did that, it was the tackiest fucking thing back in the day. It's like, look how many diamond blocks, and you cheated.
You obviously cheated.
Yeah, but it's cool. All right, well, good stream.
Good stream. Good night, Adrian. I will see you on Friday.
Good night.